Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you're in the world, and let us know where you're watching from because this is the big one. This is the Mont Ventoux stage, and maybe did I forget? Yeah, I forgot to put the correct one on. Oh my goodness. I'll change that as well, but silly. Nevertheless, we'll see what happens today. Today is a very, very big stage, as we all know. This is the one we all have been looking forward to, many of us, for a long time. And are we potentially going to see the big showdown, or are we going to see the Rainbow Jersey champion winning this stage? That is also something that might be happening. But great to have you all here. The Mont Ventoux stage is on upon us after waiting, after it was announced. Haven't been here since 2021. So we'll see what happens right now. But right now, there's some real interesting moments going on. Wout van Aert trying to pull out the field. Not really any break sustaining itself. So yeah, a bit of a hard one for the break to get away here. There is that green jersey points up for grabs as well, or the intermediate sprint, the Chateau du Pampé. And yeah, okay, the big thing as well, we don't have Mathieu van der Poel in this classification anymore. But there is a bit of a break now with just over 100 kilometers to go. It looks like Tour de Pro Cycling have finally gotten a bit of a leash. Well, they were up there for quite a few kilometers, but they look like they're going to be caught imminently. Sandro Maurice, Marco Haller, and Mark Hirschi. So two marks, or one Marco Mark, up there with the Alpecin de Koenig rider. I mean, Alpecin de Koenig, their talisman is out. They're not going to be finishing with either Jasper Philipsen or with Mathieu van der Poel this year in Paris. So that's a great, great shame. Mathieu van der Poel, wasn't it pneumonia? I think it was. So yeah, that was a big, big shame. But that showdown that I really wanted to see, Mathieu van der Poel in green, Tadej Pogacar in yellow, fighting on the Montmartre, that is not going to happen. But great for Jonathan Milan. I mean, Jonathan Milan is almost sticking to this just by seeing his rivals drop out of the competition. Jasper Philipsen leaving the race in green. And then obviously we know, Mathieu van der Poel in that green jersey dropping out as well. So that was a big shame as well for him. So we'll wait and see what happens. But tomorrow is probably the last chance for Biniam Girmay and Jonathan Milan for a stage win. But the Mont Ventoux, I actually did it last month. Absolutely incredible climb. There is a video in the works, but it was a bit too many projects yesterday, so it'll have to come out either tomorrow or today. But we'll wait and see if anything's going to happen here in this stage. It's looking like a fairly interesting one. 99 kilometers still to go, 40 kilometers still to go for the intermediate sprint with no breakaway now. The breakaway nullified completely. So it looks like they're trying to form a bit of a breakaway. I don't know if Pro Cycling Stats is a bit behind or if it's a bit ahead. I think they are bang on the money here. So, yeah, apparently we have got a group up the front. So we've got Victor Campenaerts, Wout van Aert, Pascal Acorn, Niels Paules, Sandro Maurice, Marco Haller, Mark Hirschi, and Chris Nederlands. So, I mean, Little Trek, where are they? They need these 20 points to go to their man. Enric Mas in this group as well, Gregor Mühlberger, Simone Velasco as well. So it's about a 15-man group. But where is Jonathan Milan? Is he starting to feel the fatigue as well from the last few days? Welcome to everyone who's subscribed as well over the last few days. I just saw William Clark and Suzanne A. And Antoni Macro as well. But 98 kilometers to go. They really need to do something. They are trying to bring this back. I'm seeing Uno X trying to get organized at the front. So is Israel Prematek as well. Soudal Quickstep up towards there as well. So I think there is a bit of a interesting group here at the front. So so the group was a lot bigger than we were being told. So Tom Scoinge is the only man from Little Trek. Where is Jonathan Milan? Louis Barret is the man for Intermarché. Where is Biniam Girmay? Pascal Acorn up here. Ian van Wielde, Tish Benoot, Victor Campenaerts, and Wout van Aert. So 3 Belgians from Visma Lease bike up there. Ben Healy. Is Jonathan Milan here? Because I think, is that the green jersey that we're seeing? maybe Pro Cycling Stats is just not clicking onto it. But I would love to see Jonathan Milan in this group. But according to Pro Cycling Stats and the organizers, they're saying he's not up here. I can see Tom Skoinj in that Latvian National Championship kit. I can see Victor Campenaerts with that aero helmet. But Jonathan Milan is missing in action right now. They've got about 22 seconds, this breakaway group. I mean, they need those points. They need the points, Jonathan Milan. So it doesn't matter that you're putting, Skoinj up here to try and deny them. They need it. So, guys, do the maths. Oh, I'm saying Little Trek, not you guys. But Pavel Sivakov and Mark Soler up here as well. So 2 UAE riders, we're getting 2 Visma Bike riders up here as well. So they're kind of man-marking each other. Not that it's going to matter too much, I think. But for the time being, that intermediate sprint is going to be the alarming point. I mean, Jonathan Milan, come on. Come on, you need to do something. You have a big Little Trek team. You need to get this organized. In the front group, we're seeing Cofidis, Israel, Primotic, and Movistar really going for this. Enric Mas, a bit of a underwhelming tour so far. I mean, a man who has finished top 5 in the Tour de France before would definitely like to get a bit higher than he is right now. But 96.5 kilometers still to go over the stage. Are we going to see a big surprise today? Or is it going to be what we're all maybe quietly suspecting, that we are going to get Tadej Pogacar win another stage on a mountain that he has never won, on a mountain that he was dropped? We saw that with the Hautacam. He revenged that. Is he going to revenge this? We got the Col de la Loze coming up as well. So maybe he's going to revenge that as well. But if you haven't already as well, smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new here. Plenty of you subscribing over the last few days. And welcome. We're in for a good day of racing. That Mont Ventoux climb maybe going to take them 54 minutes because the record is 55 minutes by Iban Mayo when it was a time trial in the Criterium de Dauphiné. But is Tadej Pogacar or anyone else for that matter going to be beating that record? I mean, they've been going very fast. I mean, the average right now you can see on screen is 50 kilometers an hour. So it's very thick and fast at the front. Ugh, that coffee's horrible. I didn't put enough honey in it. Oh my god, that tastes too much like honey. As you saw, I delivered on my promise. There was a rest day video with Jens Vogt. That was very good. And that's available on the Cycling Dane Extra channel or on the Cycling Dane podcast. Jens, very kind with his time. And I thought it was very funny, some of the things he said. So Jens really just getting involved again and telling us what his thoughts are of the tour so far. I mean, he got very heated about the Ineos Grenadiers incident. So yeah, we will wait and see what happens with that incident. I don't know if she's entitled to sue or if it's just, I don't even know. But we'll wait and see. I mean, I don't really care too much about the incident. I feel sorry for the fan. I feel sorry for the DS. There was no winners out of that story for sure. So just a great shame for the, just one of those moments that just ruins your day in a way. But 35.9 kilometers still to that intermediate sprint. We'll wait and see what happens in today's stage. It's a very iconic climb. The Mont Ventoux, what can we say about it that hasn't already been said? We've seen Froome win here. We've seen, Jose Manuel Gadre, I think he was the one who beat Tony Martin in a break, and Bradley Wiggins with Contador, with Schlecht, with Lance Armstrong in that 2010 or 2009? I think it was 2009. And what else have we had here? Yeah, Chris Froome winning in 2013 with one of the most crazy cadences I've ever seen a rider do when he dropped Contador. Also, we had the Chris Froome running up the mountain. That's another one, obviously. So we've had two Chris Froome very different moments. That was a very iconic moment. Maybe we'll ask you guys your favorite moment of the Mont Ventoux. I think that could be quite a good one as well. Greg LeMond and Mont Ventoux, it doesn't really ring a bell, does it? What did we say as well? Did you guys hear the team radio at the time of Lulu's crash? When he's asked if he's crashed and says, dislocated my shoulder, but I'll put it back in, and then rode off nursing one arm. Yeah, that was pretty crazy. I was watching the French TV about that as well because he was in studio and his wife was one of the presenters, and yeah, he was pretty nonchalant about, yeah, just popped it back in. I just rode on and then got third place and managed to celebrate as well. Uh, yeah. Is this the Queen stage? No, I don't think this is the Queen stage. I think Queen stage is probably stage 18 or 19, if I'm honest. One of those two. Or 20. But yeah, Macho Vanderpool DNF, or DNS, shall we say. Intermarché, Louis Barret attacking. He had a very bad crash as well. Like one of the worst road rashes I've seen. His shorts were ripped and he was kind of just completely red. It was like they just peeled the skin off and you could just see his body without the skin, just blood vessels. Oof, horrible. But 23 seconds for this front breakaway group. Louis Barret, I mean, Intermarché really haven't had a good tour this year. They had their best tour ever last year, and I mean, it's hard to go anywhere from that. DB Cooper as well, yeah. Armstrong Pantani was probably my most memorable one too. Yeah, that was also quite an iconic moment. I can't say that I watched that live because I was yeah, probably too busy trying to walk, I guess. Oh no, it can't be walk, but yeah, you know what I mean. In primary school, 34 kilometers to go. And yeah, this is primary school or kindergarten. I don't know. Who cares? 93 kilometers to go right now. And Wout van Aert in the peloton right now. The peloton don't look too interested in this. I mean, we have got Milan up there. He's up towards the front. Milan, come on, my man. You need to do something. You need to do something. So we've learned today that Scott likes to ruin his coffee. Yes. I mean, my own wife, she thinks, yeah, you're not allowed to put honey or sugar into coffee. How wrong that is. How wrong that is. All you people that like the pure coffee flavor, I'm not on your thing. What are we saying as well? The JV video was fun. Which JV video? Oh, Jens Vogt. I was like, Jonas Vingegaard, Jonathan Vogters. JV, I mean, there's quite a lot of JVs in this sport when you think about it. But Lulu, he's just trying to get off the front of the peloton. Or is this this is the first group. This is the first group. So Julien and Philippe from that breakaway, they've got about 37 seconds, they're saying now. 92 kilometers to go. We've got 33 kilometers to that very, very important intermediate sprint. Come on, Lidl Trek, you need to do something. This is actually painful to see. If they mess this up, that is going to be so silly. Have they done the maths? I'm pretty sure they haven't done the maths. Lidl Trek, you want the green jersey. Jonathan Milan has never left a Grand Tour without a points classification. That in itself is an impressive stat, but is this going to be the first one? Is his first ever Tour de France as well, obviously, so there's that. So we'll wait and see, but 51 seconds, 52 seconds, so it is ballooning up. Now, the peloton don't look very interested in this. The pace has desperately dropped out from them. But 32.4 kilometers, and I mean, guys, now that intermediate sprint is absolutely going to be out of the question. It's going to be nullified. It's not going to be worth anything because I think there are more than 15 riders in this break. So Dylan Groenewegen has got himself in this move as well. So, I mean, sprinters can do it. Come on, Jonathan Milan. Is he just absolutely fatigued at this point and can't do anything? Yeah, we'll wait and see. But for the time being, 90.9 kilometers, 31.9 kilometers until that intermediate sprint. The Mont Ventoux, we'll get to it. Don't worry, guys. We'll get to it. We have plenty of things to talk about with the Mont Ventoux, the history, all of it. And I promise I should get that Action Channel video on tomorrow about the Mont Ventoux. Just a bit late because of all the extra videos, the bonus Jens booked video, which was great, obviously. So you can't really say no to Jens. Such a nice guy. And he is going to do the Land's End John O'Groats, which I think is funny as well. The lowest part of England to the top of Scotland. So that's how he's going to be spending his August. So not done riding yet. The mad German. Mad is not the very nice German, as we know. But let's see what happens here. What is going to happen on this stage? Julien Philippe, Mont Ventoux. Yeah, we will see. But let's get our favorite moments as well of the Mont Ventoux as a poll. Great to have 250 people here already. We're still 68 likes away from 100, so let's try and get there. Great to have so many channel members. Rhonda, Paddy here. And I think I saw someone else as well. But great to have so many familiar names in the chat already. And Scott McMillan, Decathlon Agitoire, and Shipping Giant CMA CGM as title sponsors towards super team status. So I guess they're not that wasn't it L'Oreal that was rumored. Maybe that's not going to happen now. But I mean, what a name to say. I think they're not allowed 3 names, if I'm correct, as sponsors. But yeah, what are we saying, Rhonda? That man is mad, Scott. Perhaps manic. Love him to bits. Interview him anytime, and I'll watch. Yeah, let's see how many times he's a very busy man as well. He does a lot of things. He's commentating on the German Eurosport, and before that, he was on the motorbike as well. But right now, we've got 89.2 kilometers to go, 30.2 kilometers until the intermediate sprint as well. So we'll wait and see. Favorite Tour de France moment, favorite Mont Ventoux moment. So let's put Pantani Armstrong in there because that was a moment. I don't think anyone really cared about Jose Gadre winning apart from him, but we're getting Jonas Vingegaard as well attacking, or he's somewhere here as well. We'll see what he could do, the man who was part of that enormous break that Mathieu van der Poel was doing. But Froome running. Froome 2013 win. 2021 Vingegaard. Pogacar. Is that it? Is there anything else? Well, we'll go for those right now. Obviously, we're limited by 4 options. So let us know. I mean, Lance in that Pantani one, that was crazy as well. He kind of rips up the race quite a lot. I can't remember. Did we? Maybe I did a video about that. But yeah, you see Armstrong absolutely dropping riders like they were standing still. So yeah, love him or hate him, he has grown the sport a lot. And I think I'm quite neutral on Lance. But obviously he did do a lot of bad things. I think it wasn't really the doping people, it was more the bullying that got people riled up. Yeah. So we will see. But Paddy Don saying when Juan Guadre pipped Tony Martin on the final corner. So unfortunately I didn't put that in. Sorry guys. 87.9 kilometers still to go. I mean, that Froome crash, not crash, run. Well, it was a crash, wasn't it? His bike, Rishi Port and all them going into the motorbike was a bit of a strange one. And the whole thing with that was that they were supposed to finish where they normally would finish, but obviously that there were strong winds at the top really changed everything. Yeah, 87.6 kilometers still to go here. 47 seconds for the second group, which is Jonas Vingegaard with Yves String, both of Alpecin. So he's doing another 2-up, Jonas Vingegaard. They've got 48 seconds to make it up to that front group. Oh my god, now they're going for it. Jonathan Milan is escaping with Binyam Girmay. Guys, what? What is this? So Binyam Girmay is working together with Jonathan Milan. Both of them have multiple teammates in that peloton group. So instead of pulling it back with their 2 teams, they're going solo here. And oh my goodness, this is a bit silly. Yeah. I don't know what to make of this. That is one of the weirder moments I've seen. Yeah. Scott McMillan said I would have hit the fan too if I was the Ineos Grenadiers rider. So if any of you didn't check that out, Jens Vogt was on the rest day on the Cycling Dane Extra channel and on the Cycling Dane podcast, and he was very very passionate about that incident with the Ineos Grenadiers rider and the fan, saying that to all fans, don't step on the road really stick away. That is their workplace, which I thought was a very good analogy for them. But yeah, Louis Barret is working in the front group. Obviously, there is Binyam Gamay and Milan trying to bridge over 1 minute and 49 seconds. So yeah, this is just weird, isn't it? Dylan Groenewegen made it into this group. So Jonathan Milan and Binyam Gamay. Yeah, I don't know. Benny needs a win. Benny really needs a win. Obviously, there's the whole debacle as well in this tour where Lotto and Intermarché might be merging as well. So that's a whole, just disaster for the team, obviously, because it seems like it's more Intermarché merging into Lotto. And it's going to be the Lotto people that are under threat for their jobs, etc. So that's not nice either. That's very not a nice situation to be racing under. And they could have maybe not release this news during the tour, do it like after the tour. So yeah, but journalists, they will find a story. They will find the story. So bit of a shame there that we're going to lose one of those teams. Well, we're essentially losing both teams and forming a new team. Lotto Intermarché, is that going to be the name? Lotto Intermarché, powered by Awanti. You know how they get away with using 3 sponsors in the title. But we'll wait and see. Yeah, Bini and Milan breaking away together. Hopefully they have enough also to stay inside the time limit as well, because that's coming up on the Mont Ventoux. So yeah, there's a lot of things to look forward to on this climb, on this stage. So much history in the sport. Such a savage climb, the Bald Mountain of Provence. I was there last month and it was quite an interesting one. And you think I'm lying, but my childhood hero of Contador was on the climb at the same time. So I actually climbed a lot of the climb with Contador. So yeah, I'll put that short up later today on the Cycling Day in Action channel and the Instagram. But Bini and Jonathan Milan, 2 people that were a bit unfriendly with each other earlier in this year's tour. They are just giving up now. So now, yeah, that was a bit of an expended energy that they probably didn't need to do. But we'll wait and see now. We'll wait and see. This is definitely going to be an interesting scenario if they can do it, if they can bridge this gap. But right now it's 24.5 kilometers until that intermediate sprint. 2 minutes and 38 seconds. Why is Intermarché and Little Trek waiting for? I mean, they don't have any climbers, either of them. Mathias Gilmour Jensen's out of the race. So you might as well go for it. You might as well just commit your whole team to this. But great to have over 300 people in the chat. Let us know where you're watching from as well. And smash the like button. We still need 45 until we get to 100. I'm sure we can get there before the intermediate sprint. But yeah, I think Bini was maybe marking Jonathan Milan a bit more. So I think Jonathan Milan was probably panicking a bit, seeing the intermediate sprint go up the road. But we can try and do some on-air calculations. If I whip out a spreadsheet here, we can kind of see what's going to happen. So we've got stage 16 today. We've got the intermediate sprint. So let's see. Intermediate sprint, and then we've got the stage 1 as well, which is, I think, 20. And then I think we have the last one, which isn't really a sprinter stage, but that is on 50. So if we do that calculation here, 50 for the stage there. There is an intermediate sprint on all these stages. So let's see what happens if we do the calculations. I think I think this is the final chance they have. So let's see. So if somehow, what's the difference between the points as well? Let's just get that. So if he misses this opportunity, it's going to be a bit bad for him. But in terms of intermediate sprints, there are, let's see, he needs to nail them all, if we're honest. 120 points left. In terms of the points for the stage, there's 150 left. So if Tadej Pogacar wins today, let's get that up as well. I haven't got the points that the 2 of them have. So it is very tight, this green jersey. We only have the non-starter of Mont Ventoux, but between the 2 so there's 28 points between them right now. 28 points. Yeah, it's not a lot, is it? When you consider how many things that are coming up. So if Tadej takes 20 points today and Jonathan Milan doesn't take any, then let's say Jonathan Milan takes the intermediate sprint over on the mountains points, or mountain stages, and Tadej wins all those as well. What are we going to end up with? Then it's literally going to end up with potentially that final stage where the green jersey is in play. But, okay, so the scenario that we said now was that if Tadej Pogacar wins all the next mountain stages, let's say. Oh, okay. So if Jonathan Milan misses this intermediate sprint, but Tadej wins all the stages basically until Paris, Jonathan Milan is going to be missing out on the green jersey. If he did win all the intermediate sprints all the way through until Paris, doesn't get any points at the finish line, but Tadej wins all the intermediate, wins all the stages, Tadej is going to win it by 2 points. So, yeah, I mean, Jonathan Milan, if he doesn't win the intermediate sprint, he puts himself in a bit of a bother here. Yeah, so we'll wait and see. But this green jersey is maybe going to be our next poll as well. Great to have so many people in the chat. We got 80.2 kilometers to go of the stage. We're getting ever closer to the Tour de France's big mountain of Mont Ventoux. Great to have 400 people in the chat. Let us know where you're watching from as well. And what are we saying as well? By the way, well done including Jens Vogt in the coverage. He's absolutely adored in Australia to feature on WWOS, Tour Down Under broadcasting. I mean, yeah, Jens Vogt is just, I think, a real life hero, if I'm honest. After he's doing the Land's End John O'Groats, he's driving all the way back to Germany to be part of a kids charity that tries to get kids involved in being active away from the screens. So I'm just like in awe of him completely. So if you are going to have a cycling hero, make sure it's Jens Vogt, because he's absolutely giving back as well, big time. 79.4 kilometers still to go, 2 minutes and 50 seconds for the peloton up to the front group. So, I mean, 20 kilometers to go of the intermediate sprint. So I think Jonathan Milan and them are potentially writing themselves out of getting this. So, oof. A big shame to say the least. We'll wait and see what happens. Yeah, in that front group, we got 34 riders. We got 2 Alpecin riders trying to bridge up as well. Marco Haller is in there with three of his teammates, Mathieu Trentin, Marc Hirschi, and Julien Philippe. So, I mean, Tour de Pro cycling is so not, what are we saying? Pro-continental team. They're a pseudo-World Tour team, for sure. What are we saying as well? Daniel's saying, how about recruiting either Thibaut Pinot or Alberto Contador? Yeah? You didn't think Jens Vogt was hard enough? Yeah, okay. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, did meet Contador on the Mont Ventoux. See if can get something out of that as well. Yeah, we'll try and get more pros involved, more pro interviews as well after the tour. But for the time being, 78.2 kilometers still to go of the stage. 39% of you believe or think your favorite moment, your favorite moment is the Pantani Armstrong moment when they were going up. Wasn't that when he was calling him the elephant ears or something like that? Very, very not nice to the pirate of Cincinnato. But for the time being, we are just killing time until we get to the bottom of Mont Ventoux. Absolutely crazy climb. I don't even think the moon landscape is the hardest part, if I'm honest. That isn't even the hardest part of the climb. So, yeah, there's many other hard parts of that climb. I think the first half of the climb is actually the worst part, if I'm honest. So, we will wait and see. We're also going to be passing up we're also going to be passing the incredible memorial to Tom Simpson as well. He, of course, lost his life, unfortunately, in 1967. Absolutely brutal images of him collapsing live on television and they tried to revive him as well. But, yeah, 29 years old. That was, pursuing pursuing glory in the Tour de France. I mean, former yellow jersey wearer, former Milan-San Remo winner, Il Lombardi winner, Tour of Flanders winner, and also being up there in Paris-Roubaix, plus winning the World Championships as well. So definitely an accomplished rider. 77 kilometers still to go. We still have the two Alpecin riders pushing on, 31, 32 seconds down. They have just managed to get back a lot of an advantage there, so we'll wait and see what they're going to be able to do, if they will bridge the gap. But this breakaway is obviously super doomed with the Mont Ventoux. Well, out of those in the bunch, who are we kind of looking at for climbers? We're looking at obviously Pavel Sivakov, Marc Soler's in the group, Tiege Benoot maybe could be a good care package, and Victor Campenaerts for Jonas Vingegaard. I mean, Victor Campenaerts has been climbing very well in this year's Tour de France. Yeah, we will wait and see, but Pascal Aekon up here, Valentin Panapantra maybe is able to do something today. Maybe they can save his energy as much as possible, and he will be able to do something. Van Wilder, Ben Healy allowed in here as well somehow. Louis Barret up here as well for Intermarché. Santiago Buitrago with Fred Wright. No Lenny Martinez, which is a bit of a shame. Arensman, who's already tasted success in this year's Tour de France, he's in here as well. So there are quite a few climbers. Tom Scoinge, I'm not quite sure why he's in here. Yeah, the very strong classics rider and friend of the channel. Obviously, he's been on a few times. Maybe we could get him after the Tour as well. Maurice as well. Julian-Philippe, as we said. Marco Haller. Mark Hirschi. I mean, Mark Hirschi's been very quiet in this year's Tour. Matteo Trentin, also equally very quiet. A man who has won in all the 3-1s. Yeah, Ewan Cosneo, he's been up there in many breaks. Raul Garcia up here. Enric Mas would desperately try and win on this mountain. He's got Gregor Mulberger for company. Alex Aramburu up here. Clement Champignon up here as well. Simone Velasco for Astana, both of those riders. Matteo Bergado up here. Pavel Bittner, why? Maybe it's because they DSM are just doing, picnic personnel, are doing their best to try and get as many bodies around their surprise package of Oscar Onley, and we'll see what he can do here. Such a great tour for him, and they're really just doing a great tour at Picnic Personnel. But Metro Bergado up here as well. Michael Woods with Chris Nederlands, and then we've got Arno Deli here with two teammates, and then Jonas Abrahamsen with Andreas Leknesson as well, and then we're going to be joined by two more Alpecin riders. But no Jonathan Milan in here. No Jonathan Milan. No Binyam Gamay either. So a bit of a shame, those two missing out on the intermediate points. So we'll wait and see. Yeah, we will wait and see what happens. Yeah, actually, the Luke Plapp talking to the commentators on stage 13 was absolutely hilarious. I think it was one of the best ones. Oh, shoot, yes. Jay, yes, completely. What am I saying? Yeah, I forgot to put Wout van Aert in the poll. Yeah, of course, if you vote for the Jonas Vingegaard, Tadej Pogacar, that was the Wout van Aert epic victory. Double ascent off the Mont Ventoux. That was an absolutely electric stage. And yeah, maybe that should be number one. But we might as well change the poll as well. Great to have so many people in the chat. Yeah, what is the next poll? Oh, the green jersey. Because now there's only really, well, there is three. Who will win the green jersey? Tomorrow's probably the last chance for Bini and Milan to take a stage win. And Pogacar, if he could get in the mix in some of those two, just to annoy them. I mean, Pogacar doesn't even care about the green jersey. He's there by not even trying, like intentionally trying. Obviously, he had his own comments about the green jersey coefficients changing. I'm not even sure why they changed them. Seemed very silly. They should have just kept it how it was. Keep it a predominantly sprinter jersey friendly competition, not this involving the climbers. But I mean, maybe you could say it's a bit more interesting because then it's Tadej Pogacar in there in the mix. Maybe they just wanted to try and get him to be like Eddie Merckx and win all the three jerseys. So yeah, we will see. I don't really like what happened. I don't think it adds anything to it. I think you should just let it be a sprinters competition. But yeah, in its essence, it is actually a consistency prize. It's not actually a sprinters jersey. It was only changed a few years ago when it was Mark Cavendish winning 5 or 6 stages, but he wasn't winning the green jersey. So they changed it to favor him a bit more. Yeah, so sometimes the race does adapt to it does adapt to riders as well. So if you're having someone with the greatness of Mark Cavendish and he's not winning the jersey, you definitely want to try and alter the rules as well. So yeah, we will wait and see. Nah, gotta bully sprinters more in the comments. That's pretty funny. Jens acknowledged that Tadej is not the GOAT yet. Yeah, that's true. Jens, I think, is under the what are we saying? The school of thought that he is the greatest of all time elect, shall we say. But John Milan, he's way behind here in that peloton group, 3 minutes and 20 seconds down. We've got 13 kilometers until we get to that intermediate sprint. Guys, this is them throwing away 20 easy points. Milan, what are you doing? With all due respect, I actually sat in on a group interview with him in January in Spain, and he's super funny. He's a super down-to-earth guy, a very, very nice guy. But I think, yeah, it's going to be over, unfortunately for him. I don't think he's going to be able to get this jersey now. I think it's going to be uphill battle. He needs to get 70 points tomorrow if he's going to be able to do this. But I think that is a big ask if he's going to be able to do that. Already having taken a stage win, of course. Very, very good stage win from him. But is he going to be able to do it? I don't know. There's a lot of easy points that, of course, was lost. But we will wait and see if he's going to be able to do it. But I think it's going to be almost Tadej Pogacar's to lose. But obviously it depends on how the next few mountain stages are ridden as well. How aggressive he is. Is he going to be sweeping up stages left, right, and center? So there's a lot of questions to answer. But of course we're going to be here every single day together, and we can discuss all those things. I'll get ready for the stage preview, stage 17 preview as well. Multitasking here with you guys. But we're just seeing the beautiful architecture of France across the road. I mean, we are in the Provence. This is the giant climb of Provence as well. So we'll see what happens here. But there's a lot of riders who have dropped out of this year's race. Mathieu van der Poel, the last one, unfortunately. Mathieu van der Poel out of this race. Great shame. It would have been great to have had him in this duel as well. Mathieu van der Poel versus Jonas Vingegaard versus Tadej Pogacar for that green jersey. I would definitely subscribe to that every single day of the week. I think most of us would. 3 very different riders competing for the same competition. Yeah. But for the time being, they are just making their way through the countryside or foresty vegetation. UAE Team Emirates at the front. It looks like Red Bull Bar Hansgrohe also trying to do something with the peloton, just trying to keep the momentum up. Obviously, they're all hands on deck for their man of Florian Lipovic, I would say. So Florian Lipovic taking charge of that team more than what we saw with, more than what we had with Roglic. Roglic kind of fallen backseat of that team. But still inside top 10. I mean, Roglic could maybe fight a way to get inside the top 5 as well. If they got a 3rd place and a top 5, that would be an incredible tour from them. Okay, no stage win with Mayus, but he did crash as well, so it's not like he's unscathed in this year's tour. But after last year's Red Bull, Red Bull's actually first debut tour as a sponsor, where they lost Roglic. They were sitting inside the top 5, but that's not how you want to start your sponsorship with a team. So we'll see what happens, but it's going to be an interesting one tomorrow for sure. It's going to be an interesting GC game. That top 5 is very malleable, and maybe we can see someone getting called out as well. But who is it going to be? I'm not quite sure. But Jonas Milan, I think he is the favorite to win tomorrow. I mean, I think we still have Tim Merlier in the race. So, I mean, Tim Merlier could still win as well. Yeah, so we'll wait and see. But 9.6 kilometers to go, 68.6 kilometers, 3 minutes and 37 seconds. Those two Alpecin riders still haven't managed to bridge the gap yet. So they still have a bit of effort, 24 seconds, if they're going to make it up to that front 34-man group. So, yeah, not quite sure what they're hoping to get out of this. Let's be honest. I mean, Alpecin don't really have any good climbers in their squad right now. So, yeah, they're kind of a team, a headless body in a way, because they no Mathieu van der Poel, no Jasper Philipsen. So they'll just have to try and get involved in as many breaks as possible. So we'll wait and see what they can do. But, yeah, it's looking fairly well for many of these riders. Are we going to get a stage win from the breakaway? I don't think that is plausible, if I'm honest. But we have seen a lot of things happen in this year's tour, so maybe. But I don't think Tadej Pogacar and UAE members are going to let a breakaway take this stage. 3 minutes and 41 seconds, 67.5 kilometers, 8.5 kilometers away from that intermediate sprint, and no Tadej Pogacar, no Biniam Girmay, no Milan in that front group. So all the top three in terms of that green jersey are not at the front right now. So we'll wait and see. We got the big mountain coming up, the Mont Ventoux, the Bold Mountain, the what? There's another nickname as well, but we'll talk more about that one as well. So yeah, Col de la Loze as well coming up. I mean, I'm glad I'm not riding the bike in the Tour de France in this last week. Oh my goodness. Some real, big challenges coming up. What are we saying as well? Does everyone agree that Remco retiring hurt is a bit of a cop-out? Yeah, I mean, Patrick said it in the beginning, in the preview show as well. Who's actually on the mountain today. So Patrick Blake from the recaps on the Cycling Day Extra channel, he's actually on the mountain right now. So he says he's around 14 to 15 kilometers from the finish. So we'll see if we can get him or see him. Yeah. But Remco Evenepoel was very disappointing. Jason saying, do you all think Visma will stick with Vingegaard next year? For sure. What we're saying as well, Carousel Vertigo, I see Yates and Narvaez pulling hard for Pogacar on the ascent. Yeah, for sure. I think UAE are gonna completely rip up everyone. Completely. Maybe Visma Lisa bike. Yeah, we will wait and see. But for the time being, Matteo Trentin just upping the tempo at the front. Obviously, there's quite a few Tour de Pro cyclists or riders up here, so they'll try and do something. But for the time being, it is looking fairly good right now. Looking fairly good for many of these riders. Obviously, Jens Vogt in that interview also gave us a bit of prediction. What is it an interview? I guess it is an interview. It was more like a chat in a way. But the interview, in that, he gave us a predictions, and he said today he can't see anyone winning apart from Tadej Pogacar. No Mathieu van der Poel here as well. And if you think Tadej Pogacar is frightening, Isaac Del Toro is absolutely lethal right now as well. So we will wait and see. Is Patrick going to give us pictures? I have been asking him for some video footage, so we'll see if he can do something. So we'll wait and see, but it depends how good his Wi-Fi is as well on the climb. But I've asked again, so hopefully he's gonna give us some. And right now 5.9 kilometers still to go of the stage. We're seeing Dani van Poppel with the full team of Red Bull Bora-Hansgrohe just lining up. Florian Lipovic, a third place would be absolutely immense for him. Lipovic, is this his first tour? I'm not even sure. Florian Lipovic, former biathlon, what do you even call skier? Biathlonist? Or what do you call them? I don't know. But he's sitting, this is his first tour. Oh my goodness. He's done the Giro, the Vuelta, and now the Tour. Only 24 years young. Oh my goodness, this kid is going to go far. And Oscar Onley as well, sitting in fourth place, only 22 years old, and hasn't got much of a team to support him, because most of it is a sprint team. So yeah, these two guys, if they manage to hold position, will be absolutely remarkable. And then you've got Kevin Vauclain inside top 10 as well. Absolutely incredible tours those three riders are having. Gal in the lower ends of top 10, but that's probably where, if you were thinking about a Gal being in good shape, was going to be. Carlos Rodriguez moving up as well, courtesy of stage 15. And here Ben Healy. I mean, Ben Healy being in the break, is that a good idea? I mean, he does get a bit of an advantage, so maybe it is good. I mean, if you're sitting within a big group in the peloton, or if it's a big breakaway, it's kind of the same effect anyway. It's not really like you feel much difference. So we'll wait and see what happens on this stage. But yeah, it's certainly going to be an exciting finish to this one. Matteo Trentin just working the front of the breakaway right now. So we will see. So yeah, one co-host is on that mountain of Patrick Blake, so we'll wait and see. What are we saying as well? Close Dane, I believe Jens Fuchs status as co-host of Le Tour lead broadcaster. I'm not too sure what the... Yeah, obviously he's the commentator for the German as well. He's been on the motorbike. Yeah, he's been having a great tour, Jens Vogt, but back in Germany now, not in France. 4 minutes and 9 seconds now it's built up to. It's slowly building up now. Slowly building up. Yeah, what are we saying as well? Check the contract extension he signed, Jay, and his comments about... Wait, what's this space? And his comments about Pogacar having a much bigger engine than he has. I lost the conversation there. But that happens a lot, obviously. Anyway, great to have so many people in the chat. Let us know where you're watching from. We got 3.2 kilometers until we get to the top of that climb as well. So, what are we saying as well? How many viewers have reached the Mont Ventoux on bike? Me, twice in 3 days in May 2022. Well done, Drew. Good effort there. If you did, I returned in 2003 and wimped out. Yeah, Mont Ventoux, quite a climb. I think it's a lot harder than Alpe d'Huez for sure. And if you have been up it, yeah, it's quite a hard one. It really humbles you and make you realize how good these pro cyclists are, because they do it after, 15 stages of races. Even on the day, they're doing a lot of kilometers and then they do it. They don't do it fresh from the bottom. So I think it's absolutely remarkable what these guys can do. Peak endurance of humanity, I would say. But for the time being, 61.3 kilometers to go of the stage. Mont Ventoux is on the menu. And I'm sure we're going to get real big fireworks when we get to the climb. Right now, we're just seeing bad tactics maybe from Intermarché and John to Milan with Little Trek. They're not there in the intermediate sprint. We did the maths, and John to Milan desperately needs to take... Wait, actually, if he wins tomorrow, I didn't include that as well. So if he takes 70 points tomorrow, but doesn't take he's not going to take the intermediate sprint. Okay, so that changes the maths a bit. So if John to Milan wins 70 points tomorrow, takes the intermediate sprint, and takes... the win, he gets 70 points, takes every single intermediate sprint until Paris, but doesn't get any other points, he will end up on 401 points. And if Tadej Pogacar wins the stage today, wins the stage tomorrow, all the way to Paris, and wins this Paris stage, he will have 373 points. So by my stats, that could be quite good. But for the time being, it's looking very good now for many of these riders in that breakaway. Many of the climbers will have a bit of a buffer by the time they get to the Mont Ventoux potentially. But at the front, it's Nils Pollitt with Red Bull Bora Hansgrohe behind him. So UAE Team Emirates are not too hasty about this stage as well. They're taking it fairly easy right now. And 60 kilometers still to go of the stage. Is this going to be, 1 kilometer to go to the intermediate sprint. Who's going to be winning that intermediate sprint? It's a bit pointless in terms of the overall green jersey, where that's going to end up. But for the time being, yeah, it's a good job here by many of these riders to just keep the momentum up, building this gap up. Maybe they can get to about 6 minutes. They're on 4 minutes and 36 seconds. How much time would they like to take into this as well? That is the big question. So we'll wait and see. But they're doing a very good job now. Very good job to just keep the group going. I mean, there's over 30 riders. So, yeah, we will wait and see. But it's looking very good for many riders here. 400 meters to go. 400 meters of that intermediate sprint. I think it will be... Healy's in the second group now, so there's been a bit of a split in this group. Bit of a split going on, courtesy of, I think, the intermediate sprint being up for grabs. So it is Fred Wright, Arensman, Alaphilippe, Trentin, Enric Mas, Velasco, and Jonas Abrahamsen up here in the front 7, and they're leading about 24 seconds here. Abrahamsen takes the points and the prize as well. So we will wait and see. So who's going to be winning the stage? That's the big question. But the intermediate sprint, Jonas Abrahamsen, I think he's taken a few of those already in his tour career. So yeah, inconsequential for that race as well, or the green jersey. But obviously there's 1,500 euros up for grabs. And noticeably, they don't change the points. Or the money with inflation. So very stingy by ASO. Because the Henri de Grange prize is still 5,000 euros. It was 5,000 euros when it was introduced. So it should be what? With inflation, I don't even know. Maybe 10,000, 15,000 euros. I think 15,000 euros would move riders a bit more, if we're honest. So we'll wait and see. But 58.2 kilometers still to go over the stage. Who's going to be winning this? That is the big question. I mean, Tadej Pogacar, for many people, is the number one to win this. I mean, the rainbow jersey in the yellow jersey to win here. It would be replicating what Chris Froome did in 2013. So, yeah, we will wait and see. Last time we had it was, of course, a stage win by... Van Aert, and then the time before, it was Thomas de Gent on that very catastrophic stage. So yeah, but right now Healy group is about 24 seconds, 25 seconds. This front group with Enric Mas have about almost 5 minutes now. Niels Poller is still guiding the peloton, but yeah, we're getting very close to the start of... Yeah, I think Mont Ventoux is not 15.6 kilometers as Pro Cycling Stats is saying. It starts even further away, the start of the gradient, but maybe they started around they started wherever they want. But I think it's about 20 kilometers if I'm honest. So I think they've cut it by 5 kilometers or so, because it does actually have an incline all the way. The last time we had the Mont Ventoux, the winner of any race, this great race that they've stopped doing, which was the Mont Ventoux Challenge. The last winner was actually Lenny Martinez back in 2013. They cancelled it. They would maybe have had it this year. So great shame that they cancelled that race. I mean, the Mont Ventoux one-day race was also won by Ruben Guerrero in the past. We've seen Miguel Angel Lopez win here. We've seen Ivan Souza win as well on stage 3 of the Tour de la Province, but I think that was up to the Châtelet Renard. And then we also in 2020 had Nairo Quintana winning on stage 3. So yeah, actually I think that was one of the first videos on the channel, really, on the Cycling Day. And so yeah, quite fitting, Mont Ventoux being one of the first real videos we had on the channel back in 2020. But right now, 56.6 kilometers. Interesting situation going on with the breakaway kind of splitting up as well. Pavel Sivakov in there, obviously not going to do anything. Marc Salaire, Tish Benoot, Victor Campenaerts. And yeah, I mean, these 4 riders from Visma Leasebike and UAE, weird that they've kind of thrown them up there, because wouldn't they be working better to try and do something to limit the losses? I don't know. I don't know. We'll see what happens there, but yeah, the virtual points classification, obviously everyone's moved up. That was under Jonathan Milan and Tadej Pogacar, courtesy of Mathieu van der Poel dropping out of the race, unfortunately, with illness. So that was a great shame for the race, obviously, because we also want to see him and Mathieu van der Poel, him and Wout van Aert, replicate the Olympics road race on that final climb, the final climb up the Mont Ventoux up to Sacré-Cœur in Paris, but that's no longer on the menu, unfortunately. 55.9 kilometers, 5 minutes is almost the gap now, almost 5 minutes of a gap, so this is looking more interesting now. Definitely for some of these climbers up in this group that are thinking about that top 10 of Ben Healy. Ben Healy could certainly do something. It's a shame Ben Healy doesn't have a teammate with him. If he had anyone, just a Kesper Eskrein or somebody, just to help him a bit positioning, get bottles for him when he needed, but now he needs to get the bottle himself. So a bit of a shame there. But yeah, we're seeing the peloton come through that intermediate sprint. Obviously, no points available for them there. Lost opportunity. Vlasov is a man who's also won here before. He was interviewed at the start of the day. He's won the Mont Ventoux challenge back in 2020 ahead of Richie Porte. Remember that name? So Richie Porte finishing second on that day, and obviously that year he also went on to take third place in the Tour de France, if I'm not mistaken. Richie Porte, not Alexander Vlasov. So yeah, it was a good year for Richie Porte. I think this was one of his last real challenging years. He even did the Garmin-Willunga Hill time trial last year. So he won that in 2024 in January. So yeah, former triathlete, of course, Richie Porte. 40 years young. So, I mean, I guess he could have still been in racing. He retired in 2022. A great career from him, and yeah, he was instrumental in the 2013 Chris Froome attack as well. He was the one with Chris Froome, the last one to launch him off when he did that absolutely crazy high cadence, and yeah, that was quite incredible to say the least. But 54 kilometers still to go. We're seeing the back end of the front group. That does include Julien Philippe, a serial stage winner of the Tour de France, won the polka dot jersey, been in the yellow jersey as well, won a time trial in the yellow jersey, been in the top 5 as well. Julien Philippe and the Tour de France is a real crazy story, we have to say. But yeah, and even in this year with the dislocated shoulder, as was mentioned earlier, and then he just pops it back in and finishes third, but does a celebration. So Julien Philippe, absolute breath of fresh air, that guy. We'll see how much longer he rides for as well. But you think of these riders, they take so many hard knocks as well. It's not just about all the calories that they take in, all the riding. It's also about the crashes that they do. So what are we saying as well? No Alpe d'Huez this year, so Mont Ventoux is the pinnacle climb this year. I mean, Col de la Loze, I do like that climb as well. Carousel Vertigo is saying 22 degrees on Mont Ventoux. 22 degrees on Mont Ventoux. So, yeah, it's looking very interesting right now. For the breakaway, they're in a very good position now. And for the time being, we'll see if they are going to be able to do anything. So, are we going to see a stage win by any of these riders? Yeah. And, yeah, we'll wait and see. But we have got Patrick Blake. He is down in France. That's why we haven't seen Patrick Blake in the recap race analysis. He will be back after the Tour, but he always goes away for the Tour. So we'll see if we can spot him, if we can actually spot him. But for the time being, there is a lot of things that's happening on the stage. Breakaway up the front, splitting. The second part of that breakaway have 52 seconds to make up. Ben Healy in that second group as well. So that is a bit unfortunate for him. And then we got 5 minutes and 17 seconds down to the peloton from the front of the group. So it's quite a sizable gap, this. So maybe we should do breakaway versus peloton here. Breakaway versus peloton. How much time can Tadej Pogacar make up on that climb? That is the big question as well. Who will win the stage? There we go. Who will win the stage? Our most trusted poll that we've done for many stages, many tours. Breakaway versus Peloton. Who is going to be winning that? Breakaway versus Peloton. But if you haven't seen the preview as well, we got that in the pinned comment. So we'll wait and see. 51.6 kilometers. Joao Philippe has his teammate of Matteo Trentin. These two, I think, also overlapped at Soudal Quickstep. Matteo Trentin, super strong guy as well, former European champion. And won a stage in every single Grand Tour as well. I think it's 3 in the Tour de France. But 51.5 kilometers still to go of the stage. Who is going to be winning this? That's the big question. Are we going to see something big happening in today's stage? Are we going to see more history being done? So we will wait and see. What are we saying as well? With even money, Peloton is always your best bet in the house. Yeah, I think you're right. I think they are going to be motivated for this. I think they're going to start turning the screw up a bit closer that we get to the climb, the bottom of the climb. But that climb is long. I say 20 kilometers, even though Pro Cycling Stats says 15, but it does rise for 20 kilometers. And we will get into a lot of Mont Ventoux chat as well. We had a poll earlier, Mont Ventoux, such an epic climb. But 51 kilometers, we're 30 kilometers away from what I would say is the start. Bédouin is such a beautiful town at the bottom, a little town. And if you ever go there, certainly do it. Shame that Ben Healy is on his own, I agree. Absolutely would need something else, I think. Shame that he is completely on his own and nobody around him. No teammates, no anything. And we'll see what they can do deeper into this as well. But for the time being, 50 kilometers is all that separates us or the riders from the top of the climb. Are they going to be able to pull something out? Maybe they will just be able to do something. But can we potentially get a stage win from any of these riders? We will wait and see. But the breakaway certainly is looking very strong, and they are very motivated as well, so they are working together. We will wait and see if they can do something. But for the time being, 50 kilometers to go. And this is looking very strong for many of these riders up towards the front. 1 minute now to the Healy group, unfortunately, so they're not quite going to be able to do anything about this. They are just keeping their tempo on, making sure that they are going to be up there. And maybe they can just do something. Maybe. The last time we had a breakaway win, I mean, we can just start our Mont Ventoux talk now, to be honest, because we haven't really touched on it too much. Absolutely incredible place in the world, I have to say, and such a history with the Tour. First time it was used was back in 1958 when it was a time trial from Bédouin. It was Charlie Gaulle who won it on that day, and he was also the one who won it eventually. That was stage 18. 1965. Obviously 1967, that is the year where Tom Simpson lost his life. So let's not include that one. But it was also used there on this 13th of July, and that was a great shame for the race. It was used 2 years before as well, when it was actually a similar stage to today, from Montpellier to Mont Ventoux, and there is Raymond Poulidor who won the stage, and it was Felice Giamonde who took it overall. In recent time, we've had, in 2009, Juan Madrid Gadre winning, Alberto Contador, yellow jersey, winning that, and then we had Chris Froome, Thomas de Gent winning as well on this stage, Marc Pantani in 2000, and Richard Virenque in 2002. So, Raymond Poulidor winning it, grandfather of the man we know, Mathieu Van der Poel. Eddy Merckx winning in 1970 as well. So, a climb really littered with the who's who of great cyclists as well. So, 48 kilometers to go. We're seeing riders being picked up here from the second group. I think this is the second group. So Tour de Pro cyclists in there as well. Louis Barret is trying to really do something here. We've got one rider that Ronda mentioned earlier. We're probably going to get Thomas Ganisha, is that how you say it? I'll try and correct myself as well, but he's about 14 minutes down. I think he's not going to be making it inside the time cut, unfortunately. But 47.6 kilometers, we're getting ever closer now. The wind is picking up a bit if we look at the flags. And yeah, this is looking very interesting right now. Very interesting for the break. It's almost 6 minutes for these guys up towards the front. There is a lot of wind. There might be some wind as well at the top of the climb. There was reported wind at the start of the day. So maybe something's going to happen. Maybe something's going to happen. Yeah, what are we saying? Let's not kid ourselves. Pogacar is going to blitz the entire Tour de France. Global event extraordinaire. Yeah, maybe that's going to happen. But, well, if they can build a lead up to about 6 minutes, maybe they have a bit more of a chance. It depends how fresh they are in that break as well. Obviously, Enric Mas is committing to this move as well. So we'll wait and see. But Tim Wellens, a flat here. Flat tire for him. Obviously, he's going to be one of the riders that is going to be relied upon if they are going to be bringing this back as well. Yeah, we will see. But puncture there. Yeah, Clifton Dunn saying we need to hope for excitement. Let's hope this delivers. This would be an absolutely crazy Mont Ventoux stage. Maybe I'll say favorite Mont Ventoux stage. Maybe that is a bit better. But 67% of you believe that is going to be the peloton winning. And yeah, we will pass the memorial of Tom Simpson as well. 46.4 kilometers still to go of the stage. Favorite Mont Ventoux stage. There we go. We had 2021, we had 2013, we had 2009, and we can put 2000 in there as well. So, bit of variation there. I didn't put the... Okay, so the top of Mont Ventoux. So we've taken out the crazy stage of from running. But 46 kilometers still to go of the stage. We're going to see a mythical battle for the Bald Mountain. Yeah, absolutely crazy climb. If you haven't tried it, go to France and try it, because I think it's... Yeah, it really... You get a lot of respect for the pros riders, for sure, trying that kind of climb. You really understand the pain that they go through. Obviously, they are a bit more looked after because they have mechanics and a rolling buffet behind them as well, so that helps out a lot. So they get very yeah, you have to come in with a lot of calories for this kind of climb for sure. But we'll wait and see. 45.3 kilometers still to go of the stage. We could potentially see a big epic battle here. A big epic battle, a big showdown. That is what we want. We want a big showdown between the big favorites. Maybe we can see a breakaway just get up the road as well. Are we going to see the record of Ivan Mayo being broken? That is the big question as well. Yeah. We will... Yeah. So... yeah, it's looking crazy right now. So... what the racing situation. I think this is very good for the breakaway, and maybe can do something. But 44.5 kilometers still to go. 5 minutes and 54 seconds. It's coming up to almost 6 minutes now. Do they change bikes in 10-15 kilometers? Don't know. We'll see. Would they change from their aero bikes to their climbing bikes? I mean, Tadej Pogacar was using an aero bike for the time trial a few stages ago, and I think it was on the Hautacam as well he used it, so I don't think he's going to use anything but that bike. Yeah, we will see what happens here, but that Healy group is trying to get organized as well. Is that Lenny Martinez? Lenny Martinez in the Healy group. Is it? It looks a bit like him, but I don't think it is, because he hasn't got the polka dot jersey. But it really does look like him from the front shot. Lenny Martinez, not up here. Oh, it's Santiago Buitrago. Those two look very similar. with sunglasses and everything. They're probably around the same height. Obviously, both really good climbers. 6 minutes now. It's gone up to 6 minutes, 43.2 kilometers. That second group doesn't look like it's too organized. They're not too motivated for this compared to the front group. So it's a shame not more riders could just have gotten away to that front group as well. But Enric Mas, how is he feeling as well? A very good climber, as we know. But doing everything he can to just push on as much as possible. Yeah, carousel vertigo. Yeah, Lenny's in the peloton, unfortunately. So we're not going to see Lenny winning another career victory on Mont Ventoux. He has, of course, won one of the Mont Ventoux challenge of the one-day races. That is no longer with us, unfortunately. Imagine the start list for that race if they actually had it this year, in the year of the Tour de France. So what a shame. What a shame. Clifton Dunn saying Mont Ventoux is longer and steeper than Hautacam. Well, there we go. I've never been up Hautacam, actually. What else are we seeing here? Just joined. Did the intermediate sprint already pass? Yes, the intermediate sprint went to Jonas Abrahamsen with no challenge from Jonathan Milan or Biniam Gamay, unfortunately, because they were in the peloton group, so that got swept up by the breakaway. So big mistake there. Big mistake from Jonathan Milan and them. But Milan, missing the sprint was, a bit unfortunate to say the least. He, of course, has a big day as well to try and get inside the time limit. That is going to be very nervous there. Inside, it's just dipped under 6 minutes now. So I think maybe the peloton are just a bit reluctant to give them more than 6 minutes. So I don't think it's going to balloon out into more time. But for the time being, it's looking very good. 41.4 kilometers still to go. 6 minutes and 2 seconds. What is going to happen here? We'll wait and see. But for the time being, 41.2 kilometers of the stage left. Well, we've got about 20 kilometers until the road starts rising. And then we've got the Mont Ventoux. Vingegaard, very good performance last time they were here. Dropping Tadej Pogacar. And showed some real glimpses of what was to come. Of course, winning the Tour the following year and the following year after that as well. But Jonas Vingegaard, if he's got anything left, he needs to try and put Tadej under some sort of pressure. We'll wait and see if he can do that, but it's looking like a very tough task. Tadej Pogacar has looked impenetrable. He's looked invincible so far in this year's Tour. Even when crashing, it didn't really faze him too much. So we'll wait and see, but Visma Lease bike crumbling from the inside, and maybe we'll see if they can get something out of this. But 40.5 kilometers still to go, and the Pro Cycling Stats camper van, hopefully we can see it on the side of the road when they come past. Obviously there's been the big dispute between them and ASO. Well, it's not really a dispute, is it? It's just them threatening them with legal action for having their caravan on the side of the road, which oh well. But it's not a ticketed event, as we know. But ASO being ASO, I'd say. Tadej Pogacar, they've just lost a few more seconds now, so it's ballooning up to 6 minutes and 13 seconds. Are they going to be able to keep this away, or bring this back, shall we say? Because they've got 2 riders up there as well, with Pavel Sivakov and Marc Soler. Visma Lease Bike, Baptiste Benoot and Victor Campenaerts in there. Valentin Panapanta unfortunately missed out on that front man group that got up the road as well. So, bit of a shame there. And Ben Healy also not being part of that front group. So, if they could have had maybe 10 riders up there that are working very well together, that would have been very good. But in terms of that front group, I mean, you've got Fred Wright, not the best climber. Arensman already proven he's a great climber. Alaphilippe, a good climb on his day. He was good in the Tour de Suisse, as we said, but he has had a few knocks here. And then we have Trentin, not really a climber. Enric Mas, very good climber. Velasco, is he a good climber? I never can quite place what he is. They are saying he's a bit of a one-day specialist and a climber. So, we will see. We will see if he can do something here. 5th place in the Copia Bartoli stage race. 26th in the Treno Adriatico. So, I mean, he is able to do a bit of climbing for sure. So we'll see if Velasco can do something. Astana has had a very underwhelming Tour de France, unfortunately. Not quite living up to the same incredibleness that they had in the Giro d'Italia, winning the Mountains jersey and taking a stage as well. Great to have Rob here as well. What we're saying, bike swapping is super lame for so far from roots of our sport. Yikes, a big climb. Here, try this toy. Yeah, that's true. 38.9 kilometers still to go. That Healy group not really making any inroads on that front group. 1 minute and 37 seconds. There is a lot of Group 2 dynamics happening right now. 6 minutes and 12 seconds. Tony's saying if the peloton doesn't catch the breakaway, Mas will win. So we'll wait and see. But right now it looks very good at the front. They're really pushing on. So yeah, they are very motivated at the front. Bittner is trying to get this chase going as well. Bittner is a sprinter. What are we saying? Nobody wants to ride is what Mike would say. When I ride, no one follows me. So a bit of agitation in that front group. So yeah, crazy. But yeah. Oh no, Chris Nederlands. It was Chris Nederlands just having a bit of annoyance there over the situation going on in that second group. So bit of a shame for him. Yeah, we will wait and see what happens. Yeah, right now 1 minute and 38 seconds. 6 minutes and 11 seconds still to go. Yeah, this is looking more and more interesting though in terms of that front group. They've got 1 minute and 40 seconds, but they're really not working together in that second group. Why are you in the break then if you're not going to try and commit to this? I mean, Ben Healy's in there. I mean, there's a lot of good climbers in there as well. I mean, Soudal Quickstep, I'm looking at you. You've got Pascal Acorn, you've got Van Wilde in there, and Pan and Pantra. What was the point of having them up there? Who else are we looking towards? So they should definitely be taking charge of this. Leknessson in there as well, but they managed to get Abrahamsen up in that front group. Obviously, we don't think the Visma Lease bike group duo or the UAE duo are going to be doing anything, and it's a shame that Santiago Buitrago wasn't up there in that 7-man group towards the front, because yeah, he could have certainly been interesting as well. But for the time being, it's looking very good now for many of these riders in that front 7, and maybe we can see the breakaway be in the fight for that stage win. That would be an epic moment for any of these riders to win that stage. So yeah, Carousel Vertigo going on a business call as well. I'm sure 45 minutes will be fine. But Niels Pollard is the sole worker at the front, 6 minutes and 15 seconds. So we'll wait and see. 6 minutes and 15 seconds. Many of you watching the Tom Simpson video as well. And yeah, very interesting story. Sometimes forgotten a bit about, but there is that memorial at Mont Ventoux. The man who unfortunately lost his life in 1967. Yeah, on Mont Ventoux. There is that great memorial for him, so he's never forgotten really. Everyone, there's so many bottles on that memorial, so very, very fitting for such a rider. So great to have so many people in the chat. Great to have Rhonda back as well. Brian back. Will Tadej do gifts? Good question. Ken saying, I bet you the bike they switched to won't weigh 6.8 kilograms. Yeah, is that us getting the conspiracy theory hat on as well? I mean, I saw someone saying as well the bike they switch onto will have a secret engine, but obviously let's not go into that talk as well. But yeah, they had the finish at the top last year. Not last year, the last time in 2021. So 2021, great edition of the Mont Ventoux. Mont Ventoux winning the stage. You had the battle between Tadej Pogacar and Jonas Vingegaard. So many dramatic moments there. And yeah, really lived up to the bill there. So hopefully we get something similar this year as well. 6 minutes and 15 seconds. Niels Pollard is still the only man doing the work here. Red Bull Bora Hansgrohe lining up behind the former German national former German road champion, former podium finisher in Paris-Roubaix, former podium finisher in the Tour of Flanders as well, and also finished on the podium in the Omloop Het Nieuwsblad last year. So very good signing from them last year for sure. But 35 kilometers to go, 6 minutes and 19 seconds. It is just coming up. Niels Pollers is losing the battle to that front breakaway group. They've got about 1 minute or almost 2 minutes on the Healy group. So the Healy group really losing out here, which is a great shame to say the least. So yeah, that is a big shame for Healy. He could have climbed his way up, maybe hit back at Carlos Rodriguez, who managed to get one up on him on stage 15 by 34.6 kilometers. How Carlos Rodriguez was let in that breakaway group, I will never understand. But 34.5 kilometers is about 50 kilometers an hour average, so very fast stage. So yeah, very interesting. They're really pushing on now. Is the Cervelo R5? Is that 6.5 kilograms? Interesting. 34 kilometers to go. Obviously, even 100 grams changes a lot when you're going these speeds and these climbs. 1 kilogram changes a lot for these riders as well. So that is the crazy part. So 33.9 kilometers. 1 minute and 48 seconds for Ben Healy. They're working very well at the front now. Obviously, we've got Julian Philippe up here. We've got Matteo Trentin, Arensman, Enric Mas, Simone Velasco, and Jonas Abrahamsen. So a very disjointed group to some extent. Built up of punchers, built up of more classic specialists, that kind of thing. But yeah, I mean, the big question, one of you guys said as well, with Mathieu van der Poel no longer in the race, who's going to be winning that Super Competitivity Award at the end of the race as well? Yeah, let us know. I mean, who's in there for that role? Lenny Martinez, maybe? Aggressive riders, like who have we seen have been very aggressive? Yeah, Ben Healy, maybe? Ben Healy, could he be on the cards for that? Quinn Simmons, we've seen him very aggressive, but he also complained a lot after that stage that Tim Wellens won. So maybe not. But for the time being, 6 minutes and 26 seconds right now. Anything can happen on the stage. 33 kilometers to go. Are we going to see a big showdown between the front riders? I'm not quite sure. I think the breakaway are probably not going to be winning this. I think we all know the power of GC riders from the back. They can absolutely take minutes out of the breakaway very quickly. The level of the climbers in the back is so high. So, yeah, we will wait and see. But for the time being, it's so good so far. So good for the break. Almost 6.5 minutes of a lead right now. So this could really play into them. Maybe they are going to be able to do it. Yeah. We did the breakaway poll early on, and not many of you thought that they were going to stay away. So, yeah, maybe not. Maybe not. So, yeah, Fred Wright being brought back. So he's no longer in that front 7-man group. That front group now is 6 riders. So 6 riders from 7. Who's going to be the next one to drop? Maybe he's just thinking about working for Santiago Buitrago here, because he's kind of the better shot for them. So that might be the option on the cards. But for the time being, it's Soral Quickstep trying to bring this back again. I think it's a bit late from them. But they're doing a good job to try and get this back if they can. Will they be able to do that? That is a big question here. Big question to say the least. But at least they're trying. 1 minute and 51 seconds for the Healy group. A long way to make up. A lot of resources need to be spent if they're going to be able to close this back up. And then you have got the challenge of the Mont Ventoux coming up. A lot of wind. They're seeing the mountain now, the beautiful mountain in terms of the lighthouse as well. There is a bit of a side wind, 18 kilometers for these guys. So they might just have a bit of a tailwind when they turn. They're getting very close to Bédouin right now. So we will wait and see what happens. So it will be very interesting right now. Are we going to see a stage win from these guys at the front? It's very in the balance. It depends how much they've left in the tank as well. I mean, how much have they committed because of this break as well? Yeah, beat on for Alaphilippe as well. What are we saying as well? Missed the Quinn interview. What did he say? Essentially, Quinn Simmons said that Tim Wellens was getting a lot of help from the motorbikes in drafting, and that's been happening a lot, he said. So that was a big of a complaint for him. So I didn't watch it back, so I don't really know how true that is. But obviously he's on the bike, and maybe he did feel that is really a thing. So maybe that is true. Maybe that is true. 31 kilometers still to go on the stage. We're just seeing Jonas Abrahamsen dropping back a bit here. Is this to try and help his teammate of Aleknesen in that second chasing group? They look a lot more motivated now. They've got Israel Prematic, Bahrain victorious with Fred Wright and Soudal Quickstep. So they're a lot more motivated, that second group now. They're really just getting the pace going now. So they're doing everything they can. So, are they going to be able to do it here? We'll wait and see. The wind is very windy right now as well for the riders. So, what is going to happen? That is the big question. We will wait and see. But for the time being, it's looking still fairly good with 6 minutes and 25 seconds. They'll try and do everything they can do to really just maximize this as much as possible. Are they going to be able to do it? That is the big question. Who's going to be winning this stage? So many questions. Is it going to be a legendary one again from their man of, we will wait and see, of Tadej Pogacar. So anything can happen on today's stage. The breakaway can win. Tadej Pogacar can win. Jonas Vingegaard can crack Tadej Pogacar. But we'll find out if any of those predictions are true in 30 kilometers time. So only 30 kilometers left. I make it about 10 kilometers until we are on the Mont Ventoux, the bottom in Bédoin. So this is looking very good right now. Great to have 800 people in the chat. I hope you're all doing well, and get involved in the poll as well. Which has been your favorite Tour de France or favorite Mont Ventoux as well? 29.8 kilometers. These guys seeing the fans, feeling the fans, and there's a lot of fans on the side of the road here. I'm not quite sure where they've gone into here, but 29.7 kilometers. You've got the peloton at 6 minutes and 25 seconds right now, doing everything they can to just keep this going. So who's going to be winning this? The crowds are crazy strong right now, but it is the Mont Ventoux. It is the Mont Ventoux. So anything can happen right now. We're seeing Santiago Buitrago towards the back of that Healy group, 1 minute and 40 seconds. And Santiago Buitrago, obviously 10th place last year in the Tour, and could maybe have done something. He could maybe have done something this year, but a lot of bad luck, caught out in different positions. But Buitrago, 10th place last year at the team car. They're thinking about him as well for this stage, so that's why Fred Wright is really getting on the front to try and chase this back as well. So a lot of things can still happen on the stage today, and Santiago Buitrago would definitely like to be in the mix as well if he can. Right now, 1 minute and 40 seconds, 1 minute and 40 seconds. So we'll wait and see. But 28.8 kilometers still to go, 1 minute and 40 seconds for that second group on the road. And we'll wait and see what happened. Welcome, Pierre. Funny comment, but why are you here then? Great to have so many people in the chat. The chat is very alive, and we'll see what's going to happen right now. This is looking very in the balance between the breakaway and the yellow jersey group. How much can the yellow jersey group take back on that front six-man group? You've got Arensman, Alaphilippe, Matteo Trentin, Enric Mas, Simone Velasco, and Jonas Abrahamsen as well. So Abrahamsen, not the strongest climber. Velasco, not the strongest climber. Enric Mas, obviously a great climber, former many-time podium finisher at the Vuelta a España. And Arensman, we know he's a strong climber as well after winning that stage, and also a former top 10 finisher at the Giro d'Italia and the Vuelta a España. So yeah, but it depends how they're feeling, how fresh are they going into this as well. We will wait and see. The biggest gap to the second place rider in the Tour de France history in the 2000s has been Nibali to Jean-Christophe Perrault, 7 minutes and 37 seconds. The second biggest one was Vingegaard to Pogacar in 2023, and this year we're already on 4 minutes. So we will wait and see. 27.5 kilometers. You guys are still debating the Quinn Simmons thing as well, which I think is fine. And I think it's fine that he's calling it out. We like to see this as well. So if there is a problem, for sure he should be doing something. Yeah, we will wait and see what happens. But 27.3 kilometers to go. Anything can happen on the stage. And are we potentially going to get anything happening today from that breakaway group? Yeah, we'll wait and see. But for the time being, Healy 1 minute and 40 seconds down. Maybe he's got more left in the tank as well. He will still have a bit 5 minute of an advantage on the Pogacar group. So they've done a good job to just stay up towards the front as well. So Ben Healy, despite not having any riders with him, potentially can just save his bullets and do something. We'll wait and see. But for the time being, the Mont Ventoux is coming closer and closer. Such a savage climb. So many hairpins. So, we will wait and see. Mont Ventoux. So many great additions. They're coming up to that lighthouse finish. Are we going to see a victory from Tadej Pogacar? He's never won on this climb. There wasn't an opportunity last time, was there? About 26.7 kilometers. The last time we saw this climb in action was in 2023 in the Mont Ventoux Challenge one-day race. But unfortunately that race is no longer happening really. Cancelled for a second year in a row. 26.5 kilometers, 1 minute and 42 seconds for the Ben Healy group. 6 minutes and 44 seconds for the peloton. So they are really just trying to increase this. We saw Aina Rubio just having a mechanical as well. And we're getting ever closer to the start of the climb. So, yeah. Are UAE Mermaids going to be able to do this? I don't know. I don't know if they can bring this back. Obviously, they've got a care package of Pavel Sivakov and Marc Soler. That is in that second group as well. So, we'll wait and see. But, I think UAE Mermaids, are they winning this? Are they going to... I don't know. It's hard. This climb is super hard. So there will, of course, be chunks taken out completely. 6 minutes and 42 seconds. We're getting closer to 7 minutes now. So it's almost 7 minutes of a gap. So maybe the breakaway can just win this. You never know. Maybe the breakaway have got a chance here. Enric Mas would desperately love to take the win at the top of the Mont Ventoux. Never taken a stage win in the Tour de France yet. So Enric Mas, if you could do this would maybe help Movistar. Maybe. Movistar had a bit of a quiet tour so far this year. Former double podium finishes with Nairo Quintana and Alejandro Valverde. But we're getting so close to the start. We're inside 25 kilometers to go for the breakaway riders. 6 minutes and 40 seconds. So Nils Pollard is still the sole rider at the front, just keeping the pressure on. What are they going to be able to do here? Are they going to be able to claw this back before we get to Châtelet-Reynard? But I mean, John Milan and the rest of the sprinters are going to be happy about this, just being able to keep up for as long as possible. I'll try and figure out what the time cut is as well for this stage. What percentage they have given this. I can't see it on Pro Cycling Stats, but it's probably what we got. 50. Let's see. No, I haven't got it from Pro Cycling Stats. So if anyone knows the time cut, let us know in the chat as well. But Mont Ventoux is going to be an epic showdown here. And we still have Lulu out in front as well, Julien Philippe. Is he going to be able to do a magic turn on the afterburners and really win the stage? That would be an iconic moment in his career for sure. So yeah, let us know where you're watching from as well. Get involved in the poll. We've had plenty of you getting involved in the poll as well. Almost 200 of you. You've said your favorite Mont Ventoux stage, the last 4 editions, at the top of the climb has been 2021 when we saw Wout van Aert winning the stage of a double ascent, and then we had Vingegaard and Tadej Pogacar having their own private duel. In that second group, we got Fred Wright doing an absolute epic job for Santiago Buitrago. You got Israel Primotek as well, working for Michael Woods with Chris Neeland. So they're trying to really drive this with Soudal Quickstep as well. Soudal Quickstep have Valentin Panapantra in there, Van Wilde in there. So, I mean, there's so many riders that need to do something. What are we saying as well? Ken Miller saying the Giro and the Vuelta need to switch dates on the calendar. Yeah, maybe. Maybe that's a good shout as well. Great to have Dane in the chat as well. Plenty of Danes in the chat. Plenty of North Americans as well. Welcome all. But, 1 minute and 37 seconds. So Fred Wright is not taking too much out of that front group that he used to be part of. But he's just trying to... Yeah, I'm not even sure if it is that group they're thinking about. They're just trying to do everything to keep that second... the second... Or the Peloton group away as well. We're getting ever closer to the start of, Bedouin as well. So Bedouin, which should be very interesting to say what's going to happen here. What are we saying? Asked and answered. And if it depends on the average speed of the race. Yeah, okay. Depends on the speed of the race. There we go. I think there is no set kind of time. And I also think that they're not going to eliminate the green jersey. Let's be honest. It's very malleable, that cutoff point, to be honest. But Arensman up here, great threat. Enric Mas, they can see the Bald Mountain as well. 23.4 kilometers still to go of the stage. When is the big moves going to be made today? That is the big question as well. Are we going to see some big moves being made? But we are getting ever closer to Bedouin. Mont Ventoux, such an epic climb. With 149 kilometers into the stage, that is where we see Bedouin. So that will be, quick maths? That will be, let's see. Quick maths, 121-ish kilometers to go. 21 kilometers to go. We're getting here. Vela, make sure that you do just as much as Abrahamsen, okay? And force Abrahamsen to work also. Okay, so that was Astana telling their man Simone Velasco to do as much work as Jonas Abrahamsen, to force the Norwegian to do some work as well. 22.8 kilometers to go. This stage is coming very close to the start of the climb, or the start of the uphill rise, because they do, from Bedouin, they're already at 311 meters above sea level, and then they go all the way up to the top of the mountain, which is over 1900 meters as well. Brian, great to have you in the chat, saying that we've got about 24 minutes of estimated cutoff here. So maybe, we'll probably be somewhere around there. Very fast race today as well. The average pace has been absolutely incredible. You can see it there on screen as well. They in the 49 kilometers an hour still. So we'll see who's going to be able to do something. Maybe we're going to see some riders crack here on the climb as well. Bedouin, we're there now. We're inside now the small town. We're going to see the breakaway riders. Arensman, Abrahamsen, Matteo Trentin, Enric Mas, Simone Velasco, and Julien Philippe are going to be the first riders to come into this village. So, if you haven't been there, I would absolutely say go there in the summer. It's a very incredible atmosphere there. It is almost like a cycling hub in a way. It doesn't matter if the Tour is there or not. There's still a lot of souvenirs for Tour de France fans to hunt. But 21.8 kilometers, we're getting very close now on this climb. This is what we've come for the Tour de France Mont Ventoux. It doesn't get much bigger than this stage. The yellow jersey obviously coming up as well. But they're making their way through the streets as well. This brings back memories from last month for me. And we'll see what they can do here. How much can they stay away? It's almost 7 minutes now to the peloton. So the peloton not really going for it right now. But we know that peloton group, they might just absolutely put on the afterburners when they get to the foot of this climb. I would say the climb starts in a few hundred meters. That is where they're going to get it. Really started here. And we're also getting a contribution chart as well from the breakaway, with the lowest contributor at 17% is Velasco. Now I would say they've started the climb. This is the climb starting. So yeah, absolutely packed Mont Ventoux here. Absolutely packed. They're going to get the big, the big showdown now. Soudal Quickstep still working with Pascal Acon, the former Dutch national champion. What can he do? What can they do? So they are on the climb. The front riders, they are on the climb. This is where the climbing starts. The Mont Ventoux, the bold mountain, the big mountain of Provence. It's well and truly underway. The second group, 1 minute 30 seconds. So they have managed to take about 12 seconds out of this. This is going to be very interesting to say, isn't it? This is the big epic showdown that we're all been waiting for. And that yellow jersey group, almost about 7 minutes down. So are they going to be able to do it? That is the big question. But Fred Wright and Pascal Acon doing their best to just push this on. This is going to be scenes. But Acon and Fred Wright, I think they are not going to be used much longer. I think we're going to get the climbers coming into this. We'll see how long these guys can actually sustain this lead at the front. We've still got Niels Pollitt with Red Bull Hansgrohe in the yellow jersey group. They're not looking too bothered right now. They're still not looking too bothered. So I think we are maybe going to get a breakaway versus the front group. I think we will just do a breakaway versus the yellow jersey group. Who will win the stage? There you go. Who will win the stage? Breakaway. Pogacar, Vingegaard, or other. So there we go. Do you think the win is going to come from the breakaway, Tadej Pogacar, Jonas Vingegaard, or other? Less than 20 kilometers to go. Seems like nothing, but when it's the Mont Ventoux, it's absolutely hurtful. It's torture. So 19.7 kilometers. Are they going to be able to do it? That is the big question. Dane asking, are Visma working for Jonas today? I mean, we have got in that second group 2 satellite riders from each of the teams from UAE and Visma Lease Bike as well. So maybe they will play their part as well. I mean, Marc Soler there. And not Narvaez, who was the other satellite rider they had in there. Yeah, but we've got Tim Wellens in there with Victor Campenaerts. Lenny Martinez, unfortunately not in the break. So a bit of a shame. So 60 points, of course, Lenny Martinez has right now. Tadej Pogacar 52 points. So obviously there's 8 points between the two of them. And I think Tadej Pogacar will be taking that polka dot jersey today. I think he will be taking it today. So a very close poll right now in the chat. So get involved in that. But 19.2 kilometers still to go of the stage. Are we going to see something epic happening on today's stage? But 6 minutes and 46 seconds still for the breakaway of Elite. Enric Mas doing his turns as well. They need to stay fueled. They need to stay charged here. Are they going to be able to do something? That is the big question. Yeah. This is looking very, very interesting right now. 19 kilometers is all that separates them from the top. But that is a long way. Let's not kid ourselves. 19 kilometers on this climb is a long, long way. Alaphilippe rocking and rolling a bit, but maybe that's just more a bit about his characteristics as well. Drew is saying 420 seconds in less than 20 kilometers. No way. We will wait and see. I am flabbergasted by the performances that Tadej Pogacar does. So I don't know. I think Tadej Pogacar, when he steps off this, might just rip this up completely. But 18.6 kilometers to go. We're seeing Matteo Trentin drop out of that front group now. So now there are 5 riders. We've got Abrahamsen still there. Simone Velasco, Enric Mas, Julian Philippe, and Tierman Arensman. So we think Arensman and Enric Mas are probably the strongest riders, you would say, in that group for potentially taking the stage win. So we'll wait and see. But it's looking very prominent here. So We'll see. We'll see. They're saying here, come on, guys, already a super day today. You're going to do everything to make it even bigger. Come on, guys. That's what the Tour de Pro cycling team said to all of their riders. And Julian Philippe obviously hearing that as well. Arensman getting a bit of a gap here. I think it's our Abrahamsen just letting that gap grow. So he didn't really want to take the turn there. But a bit of a gap. Julian Philippe closes the gap there. So I think they were a bit annoyed at Abrahamsen. But 18.2 kilometers still to go. 6 minutes and 33 seconds. So they have about taken a few more seconds out. Julian Philippe ups the tempo as well. No one really choosing to follow Julian Philippe. But he's just a bit disgruntled by the riders not pushing as hard as potentially he would have wanted. So he's just upping his tempo a bit. 18 kilometers. Arensman's going backwards. Arensman is going backwards. I think this is just to get a beat on maybe. But Arensman, I think he's... you think he's fine. I think he's maybe playing a bit of cat and mouse here, Arensman. We'll wait and see. But Abrahamsen hits out. There's a bit of Group 2 dynamics happening at the front now. So they're just starting to hit out at each other. 17.8 kilometers still to go. 1 minute and 25 seconds for the Healy group. So they have managed to get a few seconds back. Not the overwhelming seconds back, unfortunately, but 17.6 kilometers still to go of the stage. And Enric Mas working together with Alaphilippe, Abrahamsen, Velasco in there, but Arensman going backwards. Is he going to make it back here? Arensman not quite the man that I thought was going to be dropping out first out of this quintet. But Enric Mas working very well, keeping the tempo on. They need to keep this up for as long as possible, as we know. If they have any chance of winning this stage, that very slim chance of winning. Abrahamsen going backwards now. Arensman just making his way back as well. So Abrahamsen goes backwards. Arensman is coming up towards these guys. So just getting a bottle, just making sure that he's staying absolutely fueled up. But Enric Mas, Julian Philippe, and Velasco are the ones out towards the front. 6% going 28 kilometers an hour right now. Are they going to be able to do this? It's very, very touch and go this. Arensman, does he want an incredible win here on the Mont Ventoux? That would be absolutely epic if he could get this. But behind, the yellow jersey group are getting a bit organized. Ineos Grenadiers, Picnic Personnel, they are picking up the tempo with this Melissa bike as well. Lenny Martinez going out the back. Lenny Martinez struggling out towards the back here a bit. So the polka dot jersey wearer leader is probably not going to be the polka dot jersey winner. I think he's got some bike problems. Gear problems. Okay, it wasn't because he was spent, it's the gear problems. So mechanical there for Lenny Martinez. Will he be featuring in that front? We saw very good time trial from him a few stages ago as well. So he certainly has some good climbing ability. Enric Mas leading the charge at the front right now with Velasco on his wheel. Julian Philippe, they've got 6 minutes and 28 seconds. They've got 16.7 kilometers left of the climb as well. So they're getting into what now they're calling the actual official climb. And the Mont Ventoux, that lighthouse at the top of the climb, absolutely remarkable to say the least. So we'll wait and see if they can do this. But for the time being, it's looking very, very good for the riders out in front. Still 6 minutes and 28 seconds. I mean, how much are they going to be losing going into this? The second group have also managed to somewhat keep their advantage a bit sustained to that yellow jersey group's push. But right now we got 43% of you have voted for Tadej Pogacar to win this stage. 33% or 43 for Tadej Pogacar, 33 for the breakaway. 16.2 kilometers still to go. 1 minute and 40 seconds. 6 minutes and 28 seconds. Enric Mas trying to lead this up as well. He's just pushing on with Arensman on his wheel. We got Velasco in there right in third wheel. He's doing a very good job. Lulu, can Julian Philippe squeeze out another epic chapter of his Tour de France saga? He looks around. The Tour de Pro rider will definitely do anything to try and get the win. Just gets a bottle from the motorbike as well. But these guys have 16 kilometers left of the climb. We will just get the profile of those last 15 15.6 kilometers on the screen as well. That gives us a bit more of an indication of what the guys have to go. So yeah, this is looking fairly epic right now for the riders. Are we going to see a big movement? 15.7 kilometers. They are on the categorized climb now. So this is what the Tour is categorizing as the climb. We got Visma Lisa bike. They're up towards the front here. But the guys are officially on what they are categorizing as the climb. 15.7 kilometers. 8.8%. The HC climb of the Mont Ventoux. Getting crested for another time. And what is this year's Mont Ventoux going to be doing? Velasco starting to suffer a bit. Maybe Julian Philippe pushing on. There's so many fans on the side of the road here. So many fans. Can we see Patrick Blake? That is the big question. Can we see Patrick Blake? I think he's around here. I can't quite see him. There's a lot of people with the polka dot jerseys because that's what the caravan rolls through and give many of these fans as well. But yeah, Velasco has been distanced. The Astana rider has been distanced right now. So Abrahamsen, we'll see what he is, how long he's going to be able to keep this up as well. But Jonathan Milan just going out the back as well. Tim Merlier out the back as well. Merlier thinking about tomorrow. Merlier doesn't give a monkeys about that green jersey. But right now we've got Enric Mas, we've got Julian Philippe, we've got Arensman. These three riders have risen to the top of the stage right now. These guys are the creme de la creme of that breakaway. But we have got a very fast charging Group 2 as well. 1 minute and 37 seconds down. So we'll see what they can do as well. So they're really just pushing on as well. They're doing a very good job. Alaphilippe battling to stick onto this as well. He desperately wants to be up there challenging for the stage. If he can, would be an absolutely crazy moment if that can happen. But for the time being, oh my goodness. Apparently, UAE said at the start of the day they won't be going for the stage win if the peloton are all together at the bottom of the climb. They will try, but they won't chase the stage on the flat. So there you have it. But yeah, right now, they're absolutely just keeping this going as well. 14.9 kilometers left of the stage. The three riders are Rensman, Enric Mas and Alaphilippe are really pushing the pressure on at the front. Maybe they're going to be able to do something. Yeah, this is epic stuff from the guys. They're really pushing on, doing everything in their power to keep this going. So are they going to be able to keep the pressure on as well? But Arensman, he wants the stage win. He wants a second stage win of this year. Very strong rider, as we know. Really has just done everything in his power to keep this going as well. But 14.6 kilometers is all that's left for these guys. Every 100 meters that is ticked off is absolutely sensational for these guys. But are they going to be able to do it? That is the big question. Soudal Quickstep in Van Wilde. So I think that card is going to be Panapantra. Panapantra riding second in this group as well. So Panapantra gearing up. You got T-Spinut up there. The care package for Jonas Vingegaard later on. But right now these guys are well and truly just keeping the throttle on. They're keeping the pressure on if they can. A very, very dynamic situation in the breakaway group. But they've lost about 15 seconds. The front group to the peloton. 6 minutes and 15 seconds now. 6 minutes and 15 seconds. Are they going to be able to do anything? That is the big question. But they're really pushing on now. They're really pushing on. Geraint Thomas out towards the back. He's just out the back. The former Tour de France winner. Former Alpe d'Huez stage winner. And now we've got Arkea just pushing on as well. Arkea, they don't want Julian Philippe to steal the French headlines. So they're trying to do something. They've got Kevin Vauclin in the top 5. He's thinking about potentially doing something here as well. Keeping that top 5 position good as well. But great to have 1,100 people in the chat. Let us know where you're watching from as well. And is this going to be a day for Lulu? But he's looking like he's battling hard now. He's looking very, very hard. Challenged very hard here towards the back. 14.2 kilometers. What is he going to be able to do? And yeah, Alaphilippe doing everything he can to just stay on the back wheel of Enric Mas. Enric Mas, a former top 5 finisher at the Tour de France, or top 10 Ooh, Valentin Panapantra hits out now. Valentin Panapantra is done. He wants a bit of action. He wants to try and hunt these guys down. So Valentin Panapantra hits out. Enric Mas hits out as well. Enric Mas hits out. Enric Mas has attacked these two other riders. So now they're just going for this right now. Enric Mas is going for it. Enric Mas, the Movistar rider, is trying to save their Tour de France. So Enric Mas hits out very hard now. Looks behind. Is he going to be able to sustain this? 13.9 kilometers still to go. He's inside the top 10, but he wants to be. He wants a stage win. Enric Mas on the offensive here. That bit of acceleration. Can he keep Arensman and Alaphilippe at bay? That is the big question as well. Great to have so many people here. Smash the like button if you haven't already. And subscribe to the channel. But right now, we've got 13.8 kilometers left of the mythical mountain of Mont Ventoux. Enric Mas has 6 minutes of an advantage. 6 minutes of an advantage on Tadej Pogacar and Jonas Vingegaard. Is that enough? Enric Mas, a former top 5 finisher at the Tour, former podium finisher in the Vuelta a España, and never taken a stage win in the Tour de France. Movistar have not really gotten anything out of this year's Tour. Valentin Panapantra, the man who was supposed to be guiding up Remco Evenepoel to a victory, to a podium position potentially. He is just trying to fight for his own chances. The French rider on Mont Ventoux took a stage win in the Giro d'Italia for the Decathlon AG2R, but here he is doing his best. Wout van Aert, a former stage winner of Mont Ventoux, is the man guiding up the peloton right now. He's got his Visma Lease bike colleagues behind him. He's got Adam Yates in there. He's got Sepp Kuss and Jonas Vingegaard right on his wheel. But Tiesj Benoot maybe should drop back now, and Victor Campenaerts, the care package. Fred Wright is being swept up here. Fred Wright swept up. Tadej Pogacar looking cool, calm, collect as well. This is going to be fireworks. Fireworks incoming. Fireworks incoming. Wow. We'll see what happens here. Are we going to see that Strava KOM being broken as well? 5 minutes and 50 seconds now for the peloton. They're hoovering up the seconds now, courtesy of Wout van Aert. They are the fresher riders. They're absolutely just putting this on. But Tadej Pogacar, is he going to be able to do history here? It's looking a long shot right now. But Enric Mas wants to take a stage win. Can he take one from Movistar? We haven't had a Movistar stage winner for many years. So Movistar has a bit of a drought, and they will try and do something here. Enric Mas, yeah, is he going to be able to do it? That remains to be seen. Are we going to get a stage win? I don't know. I don't know. But for the time being, Enric Mas well and truly doing his best to keep this on. And what are we saying as well? Jason, in my opinion, Tadej Pogacar will only go for the stage if Jonas will try to go for the attack. We will wait and see. Because obviously winning on Mont Ventoux is a big, big stage. And he didn't win here in 2021. Obviously nobody won on Mont Ventoux in 2021 because the stage didn't finish here. But 13 kilometers to go, 13 seconds. He's built up on Arensman and Lulu of Alaphilippe. And yeah, so we'll wait and see. We will wait and see. But for the time being, Arensman trying everything. He wants to take a second stage win. He wants to add a bit more glory, a bit more shine to Ineos Grenadiers' race. So Enric Mas has he timed it to perfection here? If he looks behind, he will just be able to make out the two riders. Valentin Panapantra getting away, but it looks like Ben Healy's hunting him down. So Healy has about a 1 minute and 33 seconds. 1 minute and 33 seconds, but he can actually see Valentin Panapantra. So there's a lot of riders looking for something. Santiago Buitrago in the Ben Healy group as well. We also have Mike Woods up there. Mike Woods thinking about getting himself in that polka dot jersey competition as well. So maybe this GC group don't have enough. But it just takes one attack from Tadej or Jonas. And then suddenly it flips the script completely. 5 minutes and 47 seconds. 12.8 kilometers. They're in the forest part. And it's looking very good now. For sure Jonas is going to try and attack. He can't not attack on this climb. These two already have history on this climb, as we know. But they're doing a very interesting job right now. 12.7 kilometers. Enric Mas will have to go deep if he's going to be able to do this. Who's going to be the first GC rider to crack as well? Visma Lease Bike are the team taking it up. Wout van Aert goes out the back here. Done his job. Put a lot of pressure on. And he's just going to be joining the Gruppetto as well. We will wait and see. But for the time being, Sepp Kuss is taking on his trusted job here. He's got the Giro d'Italia champion of this year, Simon Yates, on his wheel. And then Jonas Vingegaard. Roglic is up there towards the front as well. What can he do? Oscar Onley there. Carlos Rodriguez looking very good. Adam Yates a bit further down in the group. But this peloton group has absolutely been blitzed. The white jersey of Florian Lipovic still up there as well. 5 minutes and 38 seconds. They're absolutely taking seconds out with every pedal stroke. They're doing 21 kilometers an hour right now. And are they going to be able to do anything? That is the big question. 5 minutes and 36 seconds. They're taking chunks out of this, but we'll see where they are by the time we get to Châtelet-Reynard as well. Tadej Pogacar, will he attack or will he just respond? Narvaez up there as well. Plenty of riders up there. Gal, I mean, this group is small. It's only like the top 10 and maybe some of the Super Domestique riders up here. Remember, we got Ben Healy up the road. He's part of that top 10. So, yeah, interesting situation. It's already a very truncated group, a very elite selection. So, everyone just falling apart. Guillaume Martin going out the back here as well. So, all the pretenders have just been squeezed out of this pack as well. So, Jake Ayula's Ben O'Connor drops as well. So, unfortunately, Ben O'Connor not in this group anymore. He's been having a very bad tour because of crashes, etc. But for the time being, we'll wait and see what happens. Sepp Kuss doing his very good job at the front that we're so used to as well. But are we going to see a big move here from these front riders in the very elite group? But Enric Mas on his own. Clean air between himself and the other riders. 12 kilometers still to go. These kilometers are going to take a long time for the riders to make up on here. A long time to make up on. Great to have so many people in the chat. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Of course, we have got the recap race analysis later on the Cycling Day Extra channel or on the Cycling Day podcast and the stage preview of tomorrow. But Velasco, he's about to be brought back here. The rider who dropped out of that front group by Valentin Panapantra. Valentin Panapantra, how can he do as well? The yellow jersey have about 5 minutes and 41 seconds on Enric Mas. Mas, he has, 5 minutes and 41 seconds on that front group. And some people, Fernanda is saying that Mas launches an attack just to justify his salary. Perhaps. Doesn't find himself inside the top 10 right now currently, but 24 seconds. We're almost at 250 likes as well. Smash the like button if you haven't already, and we'll see what happens here on the stage. But for the time being, 25 seconds for Arensman and Lulu, Julian and Philippe to make up on Enric Mas. Don't know if they're going to see his wheels ever again on this stage, but 11.6 kilometers to go. We might as well talk a bit about the climb as well. Get that climb on the screen so we can just get a bit of a idea of what kind of gradients they're suffering on. So the Mont Ventoux, let's get that climb on screen as well. But Enric Mas, a good attack to get away from the other riders. Absolutely doing his best to just annihilate the competition and get some clean air. But will he run out of bullets? That's the big question as well. He really needs to stay hydrated, stay motivated as well. I wonder what the team car is saying to him as well. Just get some more bottles as well. There you have it. So we're about 11.4 kilometers. So we're about the 4 kilometer mark right now. So quite a hard section. And he's going to make his way up here. So we'll wait and see. Great to have Joe in Sweden. Plenty of people in Scandinavia on the stream today. So that's good to see. Narvaez is out the back. He's been climbing so well this Tour de France. I've been super impressed by Narvaez. I think many of us have the Ecuadorian national champion. Tom Scorinch at the back as well. Riders starting to crack here. Tim Wellens towards the back end as well of this group. Ooh, Gal is starting to feel it. Felix Gal needs to just go his own tempo as well. Felix Gal. Felix Gal, what is going to be happening with him? So Gal's just in a bit of a problem situation here. Needs to kind of contain the situation, ride to his own tempo. Ben Healy, 1 minute and 24 seconds down on Mas. So he's just doing his best as well to keep the pressure on. He wants to find himself inside the top 10 at the end of the stage or higher up. If some of the top 10 riders knows, maybe you'll hear that there was a bit of a crack there by Gal. But Gal looking like he's suffering a lot here. Gal is looking like he's suffering. A lot of Danish fans. But 10.9 kilometers still to go of the stage. 10.9 kilometers still to go of the stage. And yeah, right now anything can happen on the stage, but is it going to happen? That is the big question. They're pushing on a lot. They potentially could do something here. Are we going to see a stage win by any of these riders? We'll wait and see. But for the time being, it's looking very good right now for the riders. So, yeah. Are we going to see anyone make a move from the GC group? We'll wait and see. But for the time being, it's 10.7 kilometers to go for the front rider of Enric Mas. We talked about him a lot already on the stream, a former Vuelta a España podium finisher, former top 10 finisher in the Tour de France as well. Was kind of seen as the heir to Alejandro Valverde and Nairo Quintana for Movistar. Has delivered on some occasions, but not quite getting that podium that they wanted at the Tour de France. But plenty of success in the Vuelta a España for sure. And right now, 10.6 kilometers to go for him. 31 seconds he's got of a lead. Simon Yates just struggling a bit. Simon Yates is struggling. Yeah, implosion. So that is not good here. That is not good for Visma Lease Bike. They are, of course, at the front. They've got Sepp Kuss. Maybe it's time to drop their care package back as well. But right now, the yellow jersey group, Tadej Pogacar, I think he's on his own now. They've got care packages coming, of course. They had 2 riders up in the break. Sepp Kuss is the man driving Jonas Vingegaard right now, but Simon Yates just struggling a bit to hang off. He could see his brother's wheel up towards the front as well, but Simon Yates, yeah, 10.3 kilometers, 5 minutes and 23 seconds the yellow jersey group still have. So we'll wait and see. We will wait and see. But for the time being, it's looking interesting for the riders in the breakaway situation. They have got a fair bit of an advantage here. Yeah. But Mas is definitely could be winning this stage. So we'll wait and see. This is a tense situation now. But we know as soon as there is a bang from a Tadej Pogacar or a Jonas Vingegaard, that could absolutely change this. So we'll wait and see right now. But Tadej Pogacar, I think he's just going to be looking at Jonas Vingegaard. Whatever he does, he's going to do the same. But Julian Philippe and Arensman, it looks like the possibility of taking this stage is disappearing away from them, as it's 45 seconds now. 45 seconds up to the front man of Enric Mas. So Enric Mas just needs to keep fueled, keep the calories going. But is he going to be winning this stage? That is the big question now for Mas. This would be an absolutely crazy big triumph for them if they can win this. We'll wait and see, but Enric Mas pushing on as much as possible. He knows that glory is in his hands right now. He's in the perfect situation, 5 minutes and 20 seconds ahead of the yellow jersey group. That yellow jersey group has grinded down a lot. Simon Yates has managed to get back on into this, but there's so many riders going out the back. Sivakov is the next to drop. Sivakov implodes. So Tadej Pogacar has Adam Yates in here. Carlos Rodriguez on his own. Of course, he's sitting inside top 10 in 9th place. We've got Tobias Hall Johannesson. It's really starting to string out the heads of state. Oscar Onley up there as well. Kevin Vauclan needs to be up there for as long as possible to defend his top 5 position. Florian Lipovic riding on the wheel of Tadej Pogacar. So all these guys really just making sure that they're on the right wheel. They're keeping this pressure on. They don't want to get caught out. They're absolutely in the right wheel. And no big cracks from the real serious riders. But this is, of course, we will see the contenders or the pretenders being separated out. So are we going to see a big move here on this stage? That is the big question from the GC guys. This is calm before the storm, I think. But Julien Philippe and Arensman, 9.5 kilometers left for Enric Mas up towards the front. But they're doing a very good job here. You can see this is the situation on the road a few seconds ago. So, yeah, they're doing a good job to stay up towards the front. Tadej Pogacar taking a very cool, calm collect. Of course, there is the threat of Visma spike. It's always a threat. There isn't a done deal, as we know. But, yeah, Ben Healy doing a good job to try and close the gap as well. 1 minute and 16 seconds. He's really come into his own as well in this year's Tour. Just upping the tempo for as much as possible. And what can he do as well, Ben Healy? Just wants to do everything in his power. 9.3 kilometers, 5 minutes and 17 seconds. Still 9.3 kilometers still to go on the stage. What is going to happen here on this stage? That is the big question. But Sepp Kuss doing a very trusted job here, as we've seen so many times. Really just upping the tempo. Is he going to be able to pull something out of the bag here? That is the big question. But Sepp Kuss really pushing on. Jurgensen nowhere to be seen. Vingegaard just in front of Tadej Pogacar. Roglic in there. Maybe looking after Florian Lipovic as well. Keman Vauclain bouncing across the place as well. A very tense situation. Adam Yates is there as well. The former top 10 or former podium finisher of the Tour de France. The former wearer of the yellow jersey. And the absolute crazy good climbing domestique. It's between him and Sepp Kuss in the last 4 or 5 years of who's the best climbing domestique. But yeah, it's a tense situation right now. A very tense situation going on. Yeah. Yeah. Ben Healy taking charge in the third group of the road. And apparently now it is Arensman riding on his own. He's got 1 minute up to Enric Mas. They're about to be bridged across by the Ben Healy group. So the Ben Healy group are about to catch Arensman. Maybe they will be able to do something. Maybe they will just be able to claw this back a bit more. But yeah, we'll wait and see. They're doing a good job just to close the gap ever so slightly. And I think we are going to see him joining back up here. So maybe. So we'll wait and see. But for the time being, this is a very good situation for many of these riders. And in that second group. But that second group now catches Arensman. So Enric Mas leads this race, this stage, with 8.6 kilometers to go. Then in the second group, 1 minute and 6 seconds down, we've got Ben Healy, Valentin Panepantre. Then we've got Santiago Buitrago, Julien Philippe, and Arensman with Ben Healy, as we said, who is a top 10 threat. So, yeah. But, yeah, this is looking very good for many of these riders as well. They really are trying to do something. I think the momentum does swing in the favor of maybe the riders that came up in this group with Ben Healy and Valentin Panepantre. Maybe they are not as deep into the red as possible. Enric Mas still has a lead of 5 minutes and 4 seconds to that yellow jersey group. So, yeah, this is looking interesting. 10 kilometers to go for the yellow jersey group. Will they be able to do something? That is the big question. Are they planning on doing something? Or are they just going to keep this as a grind down day? We will wait and see. This is definitely in his corner right now, Enric Mas. Are they going to be able to do it? We will wait and see. But, yeah, it's looking very in the balance right now. Maybe we should get a new poll as well. Maybe your opinion has changed. Maybe you think that Enric Mas does stand a chance, the former rider of Contador's junior team. Maybe he has a chance. That Enric Mas has really been the poster boy for Movistar for many years now. And we're over 1,400 people in the chat. Great to have so many people here. Let us know where you're watching from as well. And do you think we are gonna will Enric Mas win the stage? Yes or no? Can he win the stage? Can he become an absolutely incredible breakaway stage? But right now we've got care packages dropping from behind. Who's this? Is this Tadej Pogacar? There is a, yeah, I think, no, it's still Sepp Kuss. It's still Sepp Kuss. We're still waiting for that care package. Abrahamsen dropping back as well, just putting a bit of water on Tobias Haljohannessen. That Norwegian team doing very good. Louis Barret as well dropping, so the French rider going out the back. But Sepp Kuss still keeping this up now. They've got less than 5 minutes to go. Valentin Panapantra trying to get rid of the riders in that second group. They're just trying to up the tempo a bit, but Ben Healy matches that rise as well. Great to have Ricardo watching from Costa Rica. Great to have so many people across the world. But right now, it's Ben Healy trying to force or grind down this attack by Panapantra. Carlos Rodriguez attacks now. Carlos Rodriguez is attacking. That was not on our bingo card. Maybe he's going to try and bridge up to Arensman here. But yeah, wowza. Did not see that one coming. So yeah, Arensman is trying to maybe help out his team leader of Rodriguez. But right now, we're getting inside the last 7.5 kilometers, and Ben Healy is really upping the pressure here. We can see the pain face of Santiago Buitrago and Valentin Panapantra to try and keep on here. So we'll wait and see. Lulu, unfortunately, goes backwards. So Lulu is going backwards. Lulu, oh no, it's not going to be his day, but a good effort. Yeah, but good effort. Good effort by him. Maybe he's going to get the most competitive Super Combativity Award later on. We don't know. We don't know. But 41 seconds for Ben Healy to make up if he's going to be bridging across to Enric Mas. There's 5 minutes for the yellow jersey group to Ben Healy. So, I mean, this second group has got some momentum. It's definitely got some momentum here, and they are really pushing on. So, yeah, this yellow jersey group, these next 7.4 kilometers are absolutely going to be crazy right now. So, Enric Mas, never taken a stage win in the Tour de France. But attack from Jonas Vingegaard, attack from Jonas Vingegaard. Jonas Vingegaard attacks. Jonas Vingegaard attacks here. So he's doing his best to just keep the pressure on, keep Tadej Pogacar on his toes. And this is the nightmare fuel for anyone in that front group. This is not what they want to see. But Tadej Pogacar, Jonas Vingegaard are absolutely going to make this their own dance now. Get rid of everyone else, and we are potentially going to see fireworks. Primož Roglič trying to answer the call as well from his former teammate and arch rival of Tadej Pogacar. So Vingegaard, Roglič, and Tadej Pogacar. That is probably going to be what's happening right now. Vauclain goes out the back here after that. Tobias Haljohannessen sits on the wheel of Adam Yates as well. But yeah, Vingegaard attacks. Vingegaard attacks. Yeah, after Sepp Kuss work at the front. Yeah, we knew they were going to try and attack, but riders in problems. Carlos Rodriguez in problems. We've got Florian Lipovic in problems. Oscar Onley in problems. Those guys are just within their own trio here. But the yellow jersey group, 4 minutes and 31 seconds down. 7 kilometers still to go for Enric Mas. So right now, it's alarm bells for Enric Mas. Alarm bells for all these guys. Ben Healy just trying to encourage Santiago Buitrago. And now the care package has got coming into play. Thibaut Ness, one of the satellite riders, drops back, and he's just going to try and do his best Jens Vogt impression and try and guide these riders up. Are we going to see these guys get back this 4 minute and 19 second gap? If anyone's going to do it, it's going to be the two best riders of the last 5 Tour de France's here. They are absolutely ripping this up now. Tadej Pogacar, Jonas Vingegaard on the wheel of Tadej Pogacar. They're absolutely hoovering up riders now. Riders from the break being brought back in the fold. And they're going to see first-hand view. They're going to have the best view in the house of seeing the yellow jersey absolutely coming up here. But Jonas Vingegaard throws in an attack. Throws in a deadly attack that could have ended many people's yellow jersey hopes, but not Tadej Pogacar. He rises to the challenge. And now we've got the two best riders in the classification being guided up by Tadej Pogacar. But what an attack there by Jonas Vingegaard. But Tadej was up. He absolutely countered that beautifully. But Tadej Pogacar, Jonas Vingegaard, who's going to be winning the stage out of these two? Is it going to be these two? Or are we going to see a bit of a action going afterwards? Roglic got distanced again by Lipovic. He attacked, so Roglic couldn't quite follow the tempo by the two front guys. But Florian Lipovic attacks. And he's just trying to get rid of the other riders. But there you can see it on our screens. The attack by Jonas Vingegaard. Vingegaard attacking hard. 6.5 kilometers to go up the stage. A lot of riders in pain. Danish fans on the side of the road. Oh, guys, don't go that close to the riders. Did you not see the Jens Vogt video on the Cycling Day Extra channel yesterday? But Benoot is absolutely just keeping a high tempo. This guy is very good at keeping high tempos. He's been resting for a long time, of course, and doing a very good job just to keep the acceleration up, keep the momentum up. How much can he give as well? Enric Mas, 6.3 kilometers to go. He's going to be inside the last 6 kilometers of this climb. But Vingegaard and Tadej Pogacar on the wheel of Thibaut Ness. Oh no, not Thibaut Ness. Of Benoot. Benoot is the man driving them up this climb now. So is he going to be able to keep this on for much longer? Benoot. But now Jonas Vingegaard goes again. Jonas Vingegaard hits out again. He's just trying to keep this acceleration up. He's just trying to keep this acceleration up for as long as possible. And are we going to see a big shift? Is Tadej Pogacar going to dislodge from this group? Tadej Pogacar and Jonas Vingegaard are just maneuvering around the breakaway riders. They're passing Andreas Leknesson. Slovenian flags on the side of the road with flags. Get out of the road, guys. Don't hit Tadej Pogacar, Jonas Vingegaard. These two titans of the sport are trying to do their all private battle here on the Bald Mountain. 3 minutes and 31 seconds now. 3 minutes and 31 seconds as they just slalom around the breakaway riders. They've got 3 minutes and 32 seconds, 3 minutes 33 seconds to make up on Enric Mas. Ben Healy and them will know about this. They're coming into the Châtelet Reynard, I think. Yeah, they are in the Châtelet Reynard. So they're coming into the bold part of the mountain. 5.8 kilometers still to go for them. Enric Mas is doing a very good job to stay away from this. Oh, Enric Mas needs to fuel up. He needs to make sure he has enough carbohydrates in that body, enough sugars. Get your man going. Enric Mas absolutely doing everything in his power to keep this up. Put on as much pressure as possible. This could be his victory. This could be one of his biggest days in his race. And right now, they're doing an absolutely epic moment to get up the road. Jonas Vingegaard, Tadej Pogacar, 3 minutes and 24 seconds. It's not over. It's definitely not over. But it's looking highly unlikely. Tadej Pogacar, is he going to bounce off Vingegaard? These two giants come to the front, having their all private battle. We've seen Andy Schleck, Contador. We've seen Tadej Pogacar and Jonas Vingegaard on this very mountain in 2021. But is Jonas Vingegaard going to be able to distance his arch rival as they catch Velasco? Velasco is coming up to the ride, and the fans need to get out of the side of the road. They could just catch one of these riders, and that's not what we want to see. 3 minutes and 17 seconds. They're making their way up this Châtelet Reynard as well. So they're just doing their best to try and get up towards this as well. 3 minutes, 13 seconds. How much are they going to be able to take out? I think Enric Mas might have this in the bag, you know. I think this might not be the yellow jersey winning this. So we'll wait and see. But great to have 1,700 people in the chat. Let us know where you're watching from as well. We're thinking that there might be a care package up for grabs with Campenaerts. We haven't seen Campenaerts, and did we see the two UAE riders? Campenaerts coming into the fold now. Campenaerts gonna do his best Jens Vogt impersonation here with his aero helmet. Is he just gonna do his best Wout van Aert impersonation as well? Remember that from the Giro d'Italia. So is this gonna be the TGV? We'll wait and see. They are gonna be looking very, very frightening from Mas. Mas needs to keep this going as long as possible if he's going to have any chance. But he's got 25 seconds between him and the Ben Healy and Valentin Panapantra group. So maybe it could be Valentin Panapantra and Ben Healy fighting out for this as well. But Ben Healy, what an epic moment for him. Wow, wow, wow. This is going to be absolutely electric for these riders. Absolutely craziness for them. They're going to be the first few riders on the Mont Ventoux. This is not how we thought it was going to play out, but Tadej Pogacar is on the wheel of Victor Campenaerts and Jonas Vingegaard here. 3 minutes they have to make up. I don't think the yellow jersey are going to try and get this, actually. I don't think they're going to be able to get this. But right now, 2 minutes and 59 seconds. 2 minutes and 59 seconds. Are they going to be able to do something? Enric Mas doing his best. He's got 20 seconds of an advantage. I don't think Enric Mas is going to be taking this. Now, this is a lot more up in the air now. This is a lot more up in the air. Who's going to be winning this stage? Who will win the stage? Oh no, Florian Lipovic is struggling. Florian Lipovic is struggling. They've got a care package here as well. Oh, this is going to be good. This is going to be good. Is it going to be Vingegaard winning the stage? Is it going to be Pogacar? Is it going to be Mas? Will it be Healy? Healy could win this as well. Slash Panapantra. So we'll wait and see. But for the time being, they're still just making their way through the breakaway riders. Movistar rider did get caught by Vingegaard and Tadej Pogacar, but it wasn't Mas. Healy just trying to up the ante here in the second group. 18 seconds, 4.3 kilometers still to go. This is looking very interesting now. Ben Healy knows that Mas is tiring. Mas is up the road. So doing everything. Can they see Mas? I think they can see Mas. They can absolutely see Mas. So they're doing everything in their power to close this up. 10 seconds now for Ben Healy and Panapantra. Panapantra could be licking his lips here because most of the work is being done by Ben Healy. They've got 2 minutes and 48 seconds to finish these last 4 kilometers. But Tadej Pogacar and Jonas Vingegaard can absolutely decimate that lead as well. Oh, this is going to be a very, very tight finish on the Mont Ventoux stage. Epic stuff. Jonas Vingegaard doing his best to try and push Tadej Pogacar to the limit here. But they're inside the last 4 kilometers to go for Enric Mas. 4 kilometers. This is looking painful. But Valentin Panapantra, can he get the first French stage win of this year's Tour de France? Get it on Mont Ventoux. That would be absolutely epic. When's the last time we had a French winner on Mont Ventoux? We have to go back many years, I think. But great to have so many people in the chat. Let us know where you're watching from. Smash the like button as well. And the catch has been done, guys. The catch has been done. Enric Mas, Ben Healy, Valentin Panapantra. They can't afford to look around. They need to work together here. They've got Vingegaard and Tadej Pogacar buzzing up the road. These guys, it's going to be very, very close now. 3.8 kilometers, 2 minutes and 40 seconds. That's all their leaders. They need to really up the tempo here. Ben Healy, he knows he's going to be gaining in the GC, so he should probably think about that. Obviously, throwing a Mont Ventoux stage away is not easy, but he needs to think of the bigger picture for him. He's inside that top 10. He wants to get even further. Can he really get some time and move himself maybe up into 8th or 7th position? We'll wait and see. But Florian Lipovic is struggling. But he's getting help from his teammates. Valentin Panapantra looks around as well. He looks like the better rider. Guys, you cannot look at each other now. You need to do something. 2 minutes and 23 seconds. Ben Healy hits out. Ben Healy is hitting out now. Ben Healy ups the ante. Enric Mas is dropped. So Mas is no longer in the conversation. It is Valentin Panapantra and Ben Healy are the only ones who can deny the win for Tadej Pogacar and Jonas Vingegaard. But there's 3.4 kilometers left of this stage. It doesn't seem like a lot, but it is a lot when it comes to Mont Ventoux. On the bold mountain of Provence. This mountain we haven't seen in the Tour since 2021. And are we going to see absolute chunks getting taken out of each other? I think Tadej Pogacar is ready for the attack once more. We're getting Victor Campenaerts back here. Is this Victor Campenaerts sweeping up Arensman as well? So Arensman has been caught by the yellow jersey group. 2 minutes and 27 seconds down. Vingegaard attacks. Tadej Pogacar on his wheel. Tadej Pogacar on Vingegaard's wheel like hair on soap. Oh my goodness. testing the yellow jersey and the rainbow, the world champion right now. Jonas Vingegaard wants to try and replicate what happened in 2021. Fan almost hits these guys as well. That was quite close. But right now, 2 minutes and 19, 2 minutes and 18 seconds. They are absolutely sweeping up their time, the deficit here. So they're absolutely upping the ante once more. Jonas Vingegaard looks at Tadej and says, how's you feeling? Let's go. Let's go. But Tadej Pogacar, Jonas Vingegaard, epic battle here. Jonas Vingegaard has hit him like 3 times now. 3 attacks from Vingegaard. Are we going to get the counter momentarily as well? Are we going to get the counter from Tadej Pogacar? We'll wait and see. But Jonas Vingegaard frustrated with not being able to get rid of Pogacar. But the 2 top riders have risen to the top here. The 2 top riders of the Tour de France have risen to the top with inside the last 3 kilometers for the front 2 riders. But right now, I think this is going to come down to the wire. Oh, Oscar Onley's hurting. We've also got Florian Lipovic hurting. So the white jersey battle. I think Lipovic is just marking his main competition. Who will win this stage? That's the big question. Who will win? Will it be Panepantra at the front? Will it be Healy? Oh, Valentin Panepantra hits out just as we're talking. Panepantra hits out again. Is he going to be able to get a gap between him and Healy? These two absolutely taking chunks out of each other. They need to keep this going. Healy is looking like he's dropping a bit. The French are going crazy. This is absolutely fireworks on the slopes of Mont Ventoux. Is this going to be them? Oh, and now Healy counters. Healy's going to counter. Panepantra versus Healy. They're absolutely taking chunks out of each other. These two alping the ante. Irish versus French. The battle. They're absolutely taking chunks out of each other right now. 2.5 kilometers to go for these two. And they've got still 2-minute advantage on the yellow jersey group. So they really need to keep this going. Enric Mas, he can only be a spectator. He's painted to the tarmac. And right now we're seeing the 2 absolute firecrackers of this stage are Ben Healy and Valentin Panepantra. Very similar riders to some extent. Very skinny climbers. And they're absolutely doing a show here. Valentin Panepantra wants to add a 4th stage win for them. Of course, they won 2 stages with Tim Merlier and 1 with Remco Evenepoel. And obviously, we have Ben Healy wanting to win his 2nd stage as well and win on Mont Ventoux. But he's going to be gaining time on his GC rivals in the top 10. 2.3 kilometers still to go. 2.3 kilometers to go. And these guys can't set up too much. They've got 1 minute and 50 seconds. They're coming inside the last 2 kilometers almost, and this is absolutely a mano a mano. Smash the like button as well if you haven't already, and subscribe to the channel. We're 2,000 people in the chat. Great to have so many people in the chat, and we're seeing 2 firework duels. We've got Ben Healy and Panepantra, and Jonas Vingegaard and Tadej Pogacar from the back also taking chunks out of each other. But what an epic stage. The Mont Ventoux really living up to it here. Absolutely taking chunks out of each other, the breakaway and the yellow jersey group. So we'll wait and see. But the yellow jersey, are they going to be catching that front? We're not really seeing the yellow jersey group right now. We're going to come up to the Simpson Memorial as well. Tom Simpson, that great rider, former world champion, former yellow jersey wearer, former top 10 finisher at the Tour de France. Everyone pays respect to him as well. But Ben Healy and Valentin Panepantra, can they afford to keep this? We don't know. But Tadej Pogacar, Jonas Vingegaard, Enric Mas is going to come back into the fold as they set up now. But Tadej Pogacar, 1 minute and 55 seconds down. 1 minute 55 seconds down. I don't know if they're going to be able to get back into this, the yellow jersey group. But they are absolutely going to be taking chunks out of each other. Valentin Panepantra rocking a bit, and so is Ben Healy. But is this just for the cameras? We don't know. But for the time being, Santiago Buitrago and Enric Mas are now back in the fold. Great ride from Buitrago, last year's 10th place finisher. Last year's 10th place finisher is up here. So now we've got 4 riders up here who could be in the mix right now. 4 riders. Who's going to be winning this stage? Many of you saying Ben Healy. Imagine if Ben Healy wins this. That will be an absolutely incredible tour for him. But right now, we've got Ben Healy, we've got Valentin Panapantra, we got Enric Mas, we got Santiago Buitrago, all these riders keeping up towards the front, making sure that they're in the mix here. And who is going to be able to hit out first? That is the big question. What are they going to be able to do here? Crazy. But right now, Tadej Pogacar, Jonas Vingegaard, they're coming inside the last 2 kilometers. I think the stage is over. I don't think they're going to be able to do it. Danish flags everywhere. Love to see it. But Tadej Pogacar versus Jonas Vingegaard, are they going to be able to distance each other a bit? Are we going to see a counter move by Tadej Pogacar? They probably left it a bit too late to get the stage win. This will be great for Jonathan Milan as well. But right now, Tadej Pogacar on the wheel of Jonas Vingegaard. Are they just going to be pacing all the way up to the finish? They've got 1 minute and 34 seconds up to that front group. But 1.4 kilometers for that front group with Ben Healy leading it. Valentin Panapantra, Enric Mas, Santiago Buitrago. A very strong 4-man group. Very strong climbers rising to the top from that big break that we had earlier as well. But 1.4 kilometers to go. 1.4 kilometers to go. But we will wait and see. This is epic stuff here. Epic stuff happening right now. Tadej Pogacar looking very interested in this as well. What can he do? 1 minute and 23 seconds. Not going to be taking the stage win, we think. But maybe he will just counter Jonas Vingegaard. These two just doing their best. But Tadej Pogacar looks like he's going to hit out. Tadej Pogacar ups the ante here. Hits out 1 minute and 21 seconds. Is he going to be able to hit back now? Tadej Pogacar really ups the ante. Will Jonas be able to get back in this fold now? Jonas Vingegaard will have to try and really get on his wheel. He just manages to cling onto his wheel as well. So a good move there. But they catch Lulu. Lulu, he's going to be passed by the yellow jersey. A man who has worn the yellow jersey for quite some time. But Valentin Panapantra attacks now as well. They will know that the yellow jersey is attacking from behind. But Tadej Pogacar and Jonas Vingegaard trying to take chunks out of each other. Maybe they will just be able to catch that front group. But Tadej Pogacar just showing a bit of teeth as well there. So Tadej Pogacar just showing him, Jonas, I am still here. Don't get any ideas. So, yeah, we're getting Santiago Buitrago trying to hit out as well. Santiago Buitrago trying to do something if he can. But, yeah, it doesn't look like he's got a lot left in the account here. But Jonas Vingegaard, they're all trying to hit out now. They're all trying to hit out. But Tadej Pogacar hit out there. But, wowza. Incredible to say the least. Great to have 2,000 people in chat. Let us know where you're watching from as well. But for the time being, it's still the riders up in front, and they're doing Group 2 dynamics. No one really wants to do the work here. They're all in the limit. Ben Healy, Valentin Panapantra, and Santiago Buitrago, these 3 riders, as Jonas Vingegaard and Tadej Pogacar come up towards the finish line as well, or inside the last kilometer. They will see these riders, and guys, you've only got 45 seconds now. You can't afford to do this against some of the best riders we've ever seen in the Tour de France. So Tadej Pogacar, Jonas Vingegaard, it could be very close this. If they hit out a couple of times, I think this is this is going to be a very dangerous one. But great to have so many people in the chat. Smash the like button as well if you haven't already. Van Wilder comes up here. Van Wilder comes up. Wow. Van Wilder, what a climb by him. Van Wilder is just leading this out as well. Has Panapantra got enough here in the tank to out-sprint these guys? But Van Wilder coming up and taking a turn like a boss. Like a boss. Let's try and get to 500 subscribers as well before they hit the finishing line. They're inside the likes. There you go. But inside the last 500 meters here, Van Wilder is saving this victory. Van Wilder doing an epic pull here for his teammate. Maybe he's helping Ben Healy. Maybe he's helping Valentin Panapantra. Maybe he's helping Santiago Buitrago. But right now, the Belgian rider is doing a solid job. Soudal Quickstep doing an absolute teamwork here at the last few hundred meters of this climb. Absolutely incredible to see. What is going to happen? Who's going to be winning this stage? It's a 3-4-man sprint to the finish. This is epic stuff. Healy, is he going to hit out first? Ben Healy is going to be the man who could potentially be winning the stage. Who is going to be winning? We see a Swedish flag on the side of the road as well. Epic stuff here by many of these riders. Valentin Panapantra, Sodal, they desperately want to try and do something if they can. And are we going to see an epic finish here? 18, 19 kilometers an hour. Healy hits out now. Healy hits out. And we are going to see Panapantra try desperately to do something. Is he going to be able to get the better of Ben Healy? But I think Ben Healy's got this in the bag. Healy is going to be taking a stage win on the top of the Mont Ventoux. Who would have seen this coming? Absolutely impressive. Is he going to be able to do it? But we are seeing Panapantra not letting this go. Panapantra just doing his best to try and take this win. Panapantra versus Healy. Panapantra, this is golden. This is golden. It is going to be France. France are going to be taking the first stage win since in 2025. Valentin Panapantra. What a win. What a win. But we see the yellow jersey group coming up as well. I think 5th place is what they're going to be fighting for. So John Milan is going to be very happy about this as well. But Tadej Pogacar takes a chunk out of Jonas Vingegaard here. They're coming up towards the finale. What can Jonas Vingegaard do to respond here? Tadej Pogacar absolutely puts this on as much as possible. Can Pogacar get a few seconds between himself and his arch rival? Tadej Pogacar just trying to up the ante a bit. They're going to pass Enric Mas as well. But Jonas Vingegaard, will he just be able to mark his rival? Or is he just going to lose a few more seconds? 1, 2. He loses 2 seconds. Wowza. Absolutely wowza. That is one crazy finish to the climb. We still have the GC. We'll go through all that. We'll go through the top 10 as well. So many things can happen on a stage like this. And Valentin Panapantra winning the stage. What a recovery from them. Obviously losing Remco Evenepoel. And the next rider to finish is Lulu as well. So Lulu coming up to the finish, Julian Philippe. But what an epic recovery there by Soudal Quickstep. Taking the 4th stage win for the team. Changing the tactics. Valentin Panapantra. He did crash as well during the tour. But here, absolutely doing an epic ride here. Epic ride there by Valentin Panapantra. A day he's going to remember for a very long time. He adds his name to the history books. We're seeing riders come across the line as well. Primož Roglič guiding his young teammate of Florian Lipovic. He does just manage to take a few seconds over his German teammate. But Lipovic just is struggling a bit there as well. We will get the top 10 as well before we scurry off and do the recap race analysis. But I mean, what an epic day for we got the top 10, so let's get the top 10 on screen. We got riders coming across the line as well. Remember, we started the day with a DNS from Mathieu van der Poel, which was a great loss to the race as well. But absolutely epic to say the least. But we've got the top 10 here. Let's get the top 10 on screen. Valentin Panapantra wins, as we just see Oscar Onley crossing, so he's going to lose a few more seconds there on his rivals. But we'll go through all that. They're also waiting for Kevan Vauclain. I think he was suffering a lot as well. Subscribe to the channel if you're new here as well. And why not let us smash the like button. Let's try and get to 500 before we get the top 10 as well. But let's have an exit poll as well. That was one crazy win there. Grade Soudal Quicksteps Tour. Grade Soudal Quicksteps Tour. A, B, let's say B minus, B plus, B minus. Because I don't think you can give them less than a B minus. But grade Soudal Tour this year. Obviously, Remco Evenepoel was their big target, but obviously bouncing back, that is a very, very good one to say the least. Kevan Vauclain coming up towards the finish as well. I think that's Herald Tejada up here. So they're doing a good job just to stay up towards the front. So we got an exit poll to get involved in that as well. Grading Soudal Quicksteps Tour de France so far. I think they've done a very good job considering the amount of crashes that they've had as well. But in terms of that top 10, Valentin Pantra denies Ben Healy an epic win there. But Ben Healy getting a very good second place and gaining a lot of time on his GC rivals. Santiago Buitrago in third place. A great result for the Colombian who was 10th place last year in the Tour de France. But he's not really going to be anywhere in the GC after this. And then we've got plenty of other riders. Yeah. But it looks like we are going to get Tadej Pogacar back in the rainbow jersey as well. His girlfriend and partner is at the top as well. But Van Bielder bossing that. That was an absolute turn for his teammate. Getting himself a 4th place as well. Mont Ventoux is no mean feat as well. So a very good ride by him. And Tadej Pogacar, he leads up the GC riders, 43 seconds down. And Jonas Vingegaard 45 seconds down, losing 2 seconds. Enric Mas 7th there, 53 seconds down. So you can see he lost a lot despite being the lead guy. So yeah, we'll get you the top 10 in the GC as well. But yeah, what an epic showdown that was between the GC and the other guys. But let's try and get to 500 likes before we get the top 10 finish as well. But yeah, thank you to every single one of you who commented and got involved in today's chat. But let's wait for the top 10. The polka dot jersey looks like it is going to be returning to Tadej Pogacar. So Tadej Pogacar is going to get himself back into that jersey. So yeah, I don't think he's going to be taking the green jersey. But of course he is going to be taking a few points there. A few points. So on a day where Giants Milan didn't actually take any points in that intermediate sprint, yeah, pretty good result for them. Damage limitation for them. So yeah, a lot of things to discuss in the recap race analysis. The polka dot jersey is 4 minutes and 4.8 kilometers away as well. But we have got the top 10, so we will just go through that as well. Yeah, we will wait and see. Thank you, Heidi, as well in the chat. Thank you to have so many kind comments in the chat as well. Without you guys, it would just be me chatting to myself, which would be very boring. So the comments was on fire, as it always is today. We've got a very flat stage tomorrow, but we'll make it entertaining for sure. But the GC, let's get a GC as well. Actually, we didn't talk about the lower ends of the top 10. Julian Philippe 8th place, Roglic 9th place, and Florian Lipovic also finishing inside the top 10. But then Tadej Pogacar leads by 4 minutes and 15 seconds, so he actually just increases his lead by a few more seconds. Then we've got Jonas Vingegaard 4 minutes and 15 seconds down. You can see the 18 seconds between them in terms of bonus seconds. Florian Lipovic, yeah, remember him? 9 minutes and 3 seconds down. So a few more seconds down on to the guys out in front. But he does increase his gap to Oscar Onley. Primož Roglic moves up into top 5. So he's probably eyeing up Oscar Onley at this point. He's only 30 seconds behind him. So they could maybe get a 3rd and a 4th. That would be a brilliant result for Red Bull Bora Hansgrohe. And then you've got Kevin Vauquelin moving down, unfortunately, to 6th place, but still a good ride. Felix Gall, despite being one of the riders getting dislodged quite early on, just making sure to be up there as well. And yeah, it's looking very good right now. Tadej Pogacar, Enric Mas, a lot of these riders really just putting on a bit of a show there towards the end and doing a phenomenal job to keep it going as well. But yeah, who else? Tobias Hall Johannesson still inside that top 10, which is a great result as well for him. I mean, Uno X are doing a phenomenal ride, to say the least, in this year's Tour de France. And then you've got Ben Healy moving up into 9th, so putting a bit of time between himself and Carlos Rodriguez. So a very interesting top 10, a very interesting stage. Who would have thought that Pantra would be our stage winner on today's stage? I didn't really see that coming. I thought we were going to get another Tadej Pogacar performance. That green jersey is now a bit safer for Giants Milan. That's certainly something we're going to be talking about in the recap race analysis, and the polka dot jersey as well, but that does switch over to Tadej. Tadej have, of course, won that jersey twice in the past as well. So tomorrow, the preview is going to be up as well. maybe I should just schedule the preview a bit earlier as well, because the stage finished very fast. We had a very fast finish on today's stage, and yeah, I will just schedule our stage preview a bit sooner as well. But if you missed it as well, we have of course got the video about the tragic events that happened in the 1967 Tour de France with Tom Simpson on this very climb. So I'll make sure to share that in the chat as well, so you can head over and check that out. Very interesting tale. Yeah, so check that out as well in the chat. And of course we had the Jens Vogt chat as well on the Cycling Dane extra channel. So a lot of things to come up on the channels. The previews coming up very shortly on the extra channel, so look out for that as well. Tomorrow's stage, which is a bit of a flat affair, and Jonathan Milan absolutely needs to maximize the intermediate sprint and also the stage win if he's going to have any hope in keeping that jersey alive for him. Never left a Grand Tour without a points classification, but is that going to change this year? We'll wait and see. I'll get a confirmation as well in the recap if we did actually get a record on Mont Ventoux, so we'll wait and see. But great to have so many people in the chat, and yeah, I'll see you all again tomorrow on stage 17. Should be an interesting one. But good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you all again tomorrow for stage 17. But for now, we will see you on the Cycling Dane podcast and the extra channel as well if you haven't already. But until next time.